Good morning and welcome to the World Tournament, the ICC team competition from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, under the weather, do light commentary. On Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube, we're in high definition. Also on Facebook, please subscribe on YouTube to Candlepin Bowling Network, free of charge. 3 matches today. All separate broadcasts, 3 tomorrow, including the opening round playoffs, quarterfinals, semis, and finals on Saturday. Joining up with Candlepin Corner for the finals. Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. Please share with your friends and family. Get them out to bowl. Candlepin Bowling, it's unbelievable. Leading off for Drywall Concepts, second this Division 2, Jeff Lapierre. He starts with a strike. Wow. Captain Dave Hodge Mallahan for New England Flooring, his company. New England Flooring and Backsplashes does a great job. He's got a 3-2-1 split. Mike Celona, Mr. 200 up next. Aaron St. Cyr, the rock star. Wonder where he got that nickname from. Peter Crawford Jr. next after that. Then Tim Haesaert from Western Mass. Deadly bowler. Anchor spot. Dave Bouncy balls 1. And starts off the first of 3 strings with a 6. 2 points for a win, 1 for a tie, 2 for total. All rested up for today. And Greg carried me yesterday. I'm going to carry Greg today. Jeff Lapierre trying to get a double strike. He had one the other day on our stream. Fireballer crossing over. It's going to be 2 strikes in a row. How about that start? 30-plus bonus balls through 2. Haji 9, the top of the 2. Who said you can't bowl in the morning? Haji missed it. The 21's back. Instead, it is a Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third. (16 through 2). Jeff Lapierre going for the triple strike to start the match. Next up, here's Austin Barnes right now, young gun. Out of Academy Lanes, Pub 125, Haver, Mass. 4 horsemen right, 1-3-6-10, first of 3 underway. Mr. 200, Mike Celona, I call him, out of Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. Chucky's house, Chuck Vizella. Several 200s in his great career, the owner. Barnes goes right, 1-3-10. We're on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Celona gave it a ride, won't go. Goal post, pick your favorite pin. For left-hander, typically the 10. Right-handed, typically the 7, but not necessarily. Barnes, the underhand windup, gets a 7. And Celona in the channel for an 8. Big match, the last match today, Academy Lanes, Lucky Strike. Seems like every day the last match is the biggest match, as far as talent-wise goes, or average-wise. Austin Barnes on lane 32 at Leda Lanes, Nashua, New Hampshire, home of the Easter Classic, April 20th, 2025. Has the 3 right, 7 left. And Celona has the 2 middle, 4 left, 5 right in that triangle. As Greg likes to say, the tricky triangle. 45% the going rate to convert without wood. Stats today provided by Candlepin Bowling Network. Barnes goes right. And Celona gets the spare. They're on the board. 18 the ball through 2. Austin takes a knock, 16 through 2 in the first of 3 strings. Match 1 of 3 today with 3 more tomorrow. That includes the opening round playoffs. Saturday quarter semis and finals. Right now, it is 46-34. Drywall Concepts coming in. Second in the division. Behind Josh Daly's Academy Lanes. Jason Gauthier Jr. Aaron St. Cyr, the rock star. I'm going to talk to Mike Celona, Mr. 200, next in just a moment. More on the bowlers in a bit about their stats. Oh, it's a treat to talk to Mr. Celona, Mike Celona. My Celona.
Oh, pleasure, Paul. Pleasure to be on your show.
Thank you. Good to have you. So tell us about your team. Tell us about, first of all, those who don't know you, you bowled at Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. You got a 200 a couple years ago. Tell the bowlers who don't know you about your career, some of your highlights, your high single and stuff like that, which I already have here.
Yeah, so I bowled at 200 about 2 years ago at Central. Yeah, it was amazing. I bowled it on.
It's a tough house too.
Tough house, yeah. I actually bowled my lowest string that day, and it was we were in a 10 stringer, and I ended bad in alley 12 downstairs. I bowled like a 107 or something. And then when I went upstairs, yeah, I just got in the rhythm, and I had the right guy keeping score with me, Joe Stella, and I know for a fact that everything has to be in perfect conditions to bowl 200. You have to have everything going your way. So, yeah. So I've been bowling in Central Park for about 45 years now. So, yeah.
And you're only 44.
No, I'm 52. Yeah, 52.
You want to trade?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah.
Talk about your high single, your high triple, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so, yeah, that high single match was pretty amazing, yeah. And I only threw one double, so basically it was a lot of spare strikes at the end, which is pretty rare for all the 200 scores I've seen. So usually people throw like 3 or 4 strikes in a row. But, yeah, I was on the money that day, yeah.
JB Gauthier, one such.
Okay, JB 18 through 2. Aaron St. Cyr is at 18 through 2. Fourth ball is coming up. Marc Carrier, the owner of the 1710 Sports Center. When you see a 1710 leave, I'm talking about the Sports Center, Augusta, Maine. Great name for a bowling center. He owns the last 2 years, doing a great job with Samantha Bryant and others. And the old Channel 5 jackpot, Marc Carrier. Peter Crawford Jr. has a Millis record of 227 high single.
Yeah, Peter threw that match. He talked to me about my 200, and then he continued. Then he threw that match the week after. We always laugh about that.
Yeah, but he did the fastest house. He did in the toughest house.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He said he never threw a 200, and then a week later he threw a 200.
So talk about your team. Your team's struggling a little bit at times. Talk about your team.
No, it's just yesterday was really unfortunate because I bowled the first match. I bowled great first 2 boxes. Then I missed the head pin 6 boxes in a row, and I ended up taking myself out of the lineup because I was struggling. But Haji came in. He bowled great. He bowled like a 123, 124 average for the day. So he was phenomenal. And he picked me up, definitely. And
Crawford denied the spare.
Yeah, just missed that one.
How do you work in team chemistry? I know you're not the captain, but how do you?
Well, everybody's open with each other and how they feel and everything. There's no disagreements or anything. Nobody gets hurt, no hard feelings. But everybody communicates. That's the big thing with communication with everybody. And there's nothing.
Carrier rare 6. Peter Crawford with a 10. Yeah. Early lead by 12. Let's see. Right now it's 18 for Drywall Concepts. 1 mark for each side. 8 pins make it updating the scoreboard. 8-pin lead for Drywall. 1 mark apiece. 1 strike, 1 spare. The strike on Drywall Concepts side. Talking to Mike Celona, veteran bowler. Carrier on the back in the pocket. It's funny, he gets 6 and 3 balls. Gets 7 in the first ball. What a strange game.
Yes.
Peter Crawford Jr. Pete the DJ with the wobbling 5 to the left. 3 in the middle. 10 right corner. See if Carrier can knock this triangle down.
The triangle, I was 0 for 6 yesterday, 0 for 6 on it, so I was happy. That's what basically happened
you just
yesterday.
jinxed Marc Carrier. Thanks.
Sorry, Mark. But I'm glad I came out with 1. So I said, after I got off the alleys, I said, I'm not gonna miss these today.
How big is mentality in this game?
It is. It's big. Yeah, you got to have the right mind frame. You got to have the confidence. Yeah, and you got to trust your teammates too.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Celona, good luck the rest of the way. Mike Celona, thanks for taking time out with us.
I appreciate everything you guys do for the
class
sport.
act.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Mike Celona, Mr. 200 I call him. And that's hard. The 200 in Central Park Lanes, that is like a 247 probably. Other place else, maybe a world record if that was somewhere else, possibly. All right, here's Kai Hunt. Watch out for this guy, folks, in Maine. Brag about this guy a lot. He's in the anchor spot.
Has a 122 average from yesterday, and Tim Haesaert opposite has a 120 average from yesterday.
We'll go over the standings in just a bit also coming in. Kai Hunt with a reverse triangle. Here's Tim Haesaert. He's been punching a lot, been frustrated, but being on the headpin's a good thing overall. Some days it doesn't feel that way. He dropped 7. He's got some wood to work with. Drywall Concepts 38-10. New England Flooring 21-27. Still have plenty of time left. Hunt won't go. Gets a ball return. You should get 4 balls, Greg, and that comes back to you like that. Get a bonus ball. Just saying. Let's make that a rule.
That's basically Pong rules, let's call it. Cup Pong. Right, guys?
I don't do Pong. I don't drink. I'll take good chocolate milk once in a while. Kai Hunt an 8. Tim Haesaert 9. I may be doing the updates top of the order because Greg's really struggling with the cold today. So we're going to go easy on Greg today. No soothing sounds today.
Sometimes they end up even more soothing. It depends.
Kai Hunt right back. Strike. 18 plus 2 through 2. This guy's a beast, I'm telling you. Tim Haesaert once again back to Punch City. Clipped wing eagle. Ball switch sides every 2 boxes. Dave gets 2. That's the 3-6-10. First of 3 strings on Candlepin Bowling Network in high definition on YouTube. Takes a 9. Haesaert 2 9s to start the first of 3. Our first of 3 matches today. Back at it tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Atlantic. For those in Newfoundland, 10:30 time. Jeff Lapierre going for a triple strike. Now on lane 31. Can he bring that match from 32 over, 1 lane to the left? Quick update from Greg Gouillart if we can.
And let's go over the standings. This is the right division, higher numbered lanes. Drywall Concepts in second place with the match points 38-10. Academy Lanes 41-7. And then Academy Lanes 41, Drywall Concepts 38, Maria Sub 33, A Plus Accounting 30, and Lucky Strike 26 with Abel 3 points out on 23, and New England Flooring you see here on 21.
Hodge with a 6-pack. Check his ID. It's early. And Leda Lanes was 24-0 to start. They're 32-16 overall since. Jeff Lapierre going for the triple strike. Got 2 Pro Series titles. For 3 in a row. Looks good. He gets 8. 5 middle, 9 right. Wood in front, slightly angled. 28 through 1. 38 in the ball through 2. Haji, good effort. 7 and wobbling 8. Can't reach the 7. Davis a high single of 196. Career high average of 124. High triple 489 with a high 5 of 769. Born since he was 9 years young. He gets a spare on double strike. Look at him go. 50 through 3, is it?
48 through 2 and now
42, right. 40.
And now 58 through 3. I'm serious.
Wow. Just incredible start.
The power of the double strike.
You just stole my words. Thank you, Greg.
I have. Never mind.
Goodness. It's a lot of fun working with you. Haji going right, coming back for the 1 and the 2. Now it's the 4-7. Spare chance. Wood says so long. 1 comes back. Not much of a factor. Can Lapierre keep the string going? Double strike and a spare. 58 in the ball through 3. What a start.
Standings, by the way, we're awarding points. That's what determines the standings. 2 points per string win, 2 for total, 8 in all. And that's the points I mentioned earlier. On the left division, which may not be live at the moment, but video on demand this evening, Bob Lee will want that. I'll get to the left division standings in just a moment. 1
point for the tie. Also, here's Jeff Lapierre. Double strike, 8, and now a spare. Another good ball crossing over. He had 9 more. A wiggle in the 5. Wood goes behind. 67 through 3. Sizzling. Haji in the channel. No good. Tough miss. Tough break. 8. 25 through 3. The captain frustrated with that shot. That's a Paul Grant shot. Sometimes looks too easy. Jeff going for 4. Mark's throw. Double strike. Double spare. He has it. Incredible start. 77 in the ball through 4. Wow.
That's right. Now I'm looking up here. Yes, that will go as an 8. That is the official scoring on Mallahan's string, so 33 through 4. Wasn't it a weeper just a moment ago? Mike Celona, who said you only need 1 double for a big game.
So let's go over the playoff scenarios too, Greg. The top 5 each group get in. The top one each bracket gets a bye, a 2-round bye. into the semifinals on
which
Saturday.
is currently Fenway Academy on the left division.
Runner-up last year, 3-time runner-up. Mike Sloan, we just spoke to with 9, has the 4-pin for a spare.
Just checking my levels. There we go.
And that was on a spare, 27 through 2. Just 4 for Austin Barnes, who has 16 through 2 start. Celona, the quirky wind-up, missed left.
And Barnes with the quirky wind-up.
Yes, he does. Barnes will be turning 26 in December. Spins around and has the 6 right, 9 left, going for a 10. Mike Celona wasn't there for 9 out of the channel, no good. 36 through 3 in the first of 3. Round 1, match 1 of 3 today. Match 7 overall. Austin Barnes just missed for an 8, just 24 through 3, 80 clip at this pace.
Left division standings, Fenway Academy in first place, as I mentioned, 40 match points won and 8 points lost. Leda's Mass H team, 32-16. Great team name, just can't say it on the air. Outlaw, oh, excuse me, we got a missort. Outlaw Rides is actually in second place with 38-10. And then, if I can sort this the right way around, Fenway Academy 40, Outlaw Rides 38, Leda's 32, Hatchetman 28.
And they had a
Stars and
terrible
Strikes
start,
at
too.
Team USA 26. I'll have to check in on pinfall. That's the tiebreaker.
Yeah, but
Celona splits on the first ball.
all right, Celona 36 through 3. Barnes trying to get some going. Celona, the 6-7 lead, still there. Barnes a chance, the 1, 2, and the 8. Jeff Lapierre, the star early on. And Barnes picks it up. He's on the board, spare. 34 and a ball through 4. Needed that one. Celona at 8. 4-4-4, 44 through 4, a good number.
You were hit.
I like 7-7-7 too, but lately I like 4-4-4 better. Just sounds good. Just feels good. All right. Aaron St. Cyr, the Rockstar Bowl, out with the old, in with the new, with the Hall of Famers recently at Bolorama and Ports, New Hampshire Bowl, really well. So stoic on the lanes, very mentally focused, 18 through 2, as is Jason Gauthier Jr., now in Maine from Western Mass originally. He was a really rising star at 200 plus in the Pro Series. Here's our first banana split. Casey McCool, where are you? From Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. Loves banana splits. He's always hungry. He's always growling. Brrr. He gets a kick out of that. Everyone loves Casey McCool, Mr. Indiana Jones wannabe. He gets half of it to go down. And look at this shot, almost. JB's previous high was 170. Was that 200? He got it exactly right.
Yes, it was.
179 previous high. He gets a 10. 9 for Aaron St. Cyr. We never got a quick update. We'll do that next time around from Greg Gouillart. We're trying to save his voice, so maybe I'll do the updates. And maybe I'll do the 10.6 second station identification today. St. Cyr drills the pocket, bottoms away, baby, strike! 37 plus 2 through 4. JB with the 5-10, the old Woolworth discount department store chain. Back when things were actually 5 and 10 cents, believe it or not $5 and $10 a piece like nowadays.
Even Five Below has an over $5 section.
And JB goes 1 below the minimum for a 9, and he's not freezing. 37 through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Something for everyone. Semi-pro to pro action. Over 1,400 videos in climbing. Never a charge, always free. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Please subscribe. Get your friends and family to do so also. Over 3,400 subscribers in climbing. We appreciate your patience with us on this live stream. We are at the mercy of Wi-Fi. Peter Crawford Jr. for New England Flooring and Backsplashes. Right side, steals 8. 1 and the 2, not bad. Marc Carrier, slow start, stuck in parallel time. A great reference to Dark Shadows TV show in the 60s and 70s. Having a bad day, a bad week, bad life. Want to get away? Go to parallel time. Crawford spare. 27 of the ball through 3. I could have gone to parallel time yesterday for sure. Greg, I think, wants to go today. Wants to get some extra sleep. What a great sport. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Anybody can bowl this sport, almost any age. You have people in the hundreds bowling, kids that 1 or 2 years old sometimes bowling. It's a lot of fun. It'll drive you nuts, but it certainly is a great game of skill and challenge.
And people in their hundreds bowling over 100.
That's right. With the wood, won't go. Leaves up to 5. And Carrier, the owner of Drywall Concepts and 1710 Sports. So you could just say he's got, not divided interest, but he's got his hands full as he gets a 10, 26 through 3. Well respected. And he bowled the Atlantic Candlepin singles with Mark, where I brag about that match so much. That was August 1st, 2023. It's on Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. A match you'll want to see for sure. Best 5-string match you ever call at the time. And Newport Entertainment Center, Newport, Maine. The pins there fly. Crawford Jr. on the spare 5, 32 through 3, 4 from the post. Carrier back in the head pin, but splits 4 and 1, a check mark in the 4. Crawford, oh, he got it! Tree top the 10 for a spare. Hop, skipping a jump, literally. 42 in the ball through 4. Carrier, tough leave. We have Prosperity U and A-plus accounting our second match today. 7 that time for Carrier. Just, what's that put him at? 32? (33 through 4). Substitution policy, you can sub out before the 6th box, but must not be on a mark in that 5th box. So there could be a change. Let's see. And Mark, I think, is coming out. So let you know when that lineup change happens, who's taking his place. All right, here are the ankle balls. Tim Haesaert, 3. Kai Hunt on a strike. This kid's got the it factor, 4-1 split. Score for Megan McNally here in attendance. Very good bowler. She went away to average herself, ladies program. Kai Hunt, look at that. Spare and strike. A big 20. 28 through 2, 38 the ball through 3. Kai on the hunt once again. Haesaert picks it up for a 10. 28 through 3. Drywall Concepts has control right now. 35-pin lead. 3 marks to 2 in their favor. Kai's father, Brent Hunt, here in attendance, always seems to be at every one of his matches. Keeps track of all his stats to help me out. And how many bowlers can say at age 21 they've had 28 games of 170 or more? Of course, Newport is a very, very fast house like Millis now in the old Park Place lanes back then. Look at that try. Got 7 to fill, 45 through 3. Haesaert, nice 10. Back-to-back 10s, 38 through 4. Hunt, a 10, 55 through 4. Top of the order, 236 to 194. Drywall Concepts has the lead. 1 strike, 1 spare for New England Flooring. St. Cyr the strike. Peter Crawford Jr. has the spare. For Drywall Concepts, the first 2 bowlers. Red out Jeff Lapierre, 77 in the ball through 4. Now on lane 32. After that, Austin Barnes, 34 in the ball. Candlepin next presentation of the 2024 ICC World's Team Championships from Leda Lanes, Nashua, New Hampshire, and Kegler's Den. Lapierre off to the left that time, thin hit, but gets a big, big break. 139 left up. 85 through 4. We've seen people get 85 this week for a whole string or less. Haji, kingpin for a spare. Lapierre for another mark. Not this time. What's wrong with him? Haji spare. on the board after a rough start. 43 and a ball through 5. He can't come out now. Actually, that's Mark Ritchie in now. I'm sorry, Mark Ritchie in for Dave Hodge Mallahan. I can't see the bowlers up there. So Mark Ritchie off the bench. So Mark Ritchie replacing the captain, Dave Hodge Mallahan, at the top of the order. Sorry, Mark, I couldn't see you. And he has the world record with 3 strings for 519. That's impressive. A Metro Bowl in Peabody, Mass. Bowler of the century. Jeff Lapierre goes left again, steals the head pin, not a head pin hit, but it is a split, 8, 9, 10. Some wood to possibly work with. Almost like a V-shaped angled wood. Mark Ritchie, 3, 6, 10, 7 off the perfect wood behind the 3 and the 6 to roll into the west coast. Lapierre with the wood, he got another spare. 105 and a ball through 6. Dynamite. Ritchie. Oh, he got it. The wood nudged the 7. What a shot for a spare. Off the bench. Paying dividends. 59 the ball through 6. Mark, I'm not Dave Hodge, Mallahan, Ritchie.
New England Flooring needs to get something going to overcome this 44-pin deficit, but now they have an extra mark. Surprised to see Tim Haesaert off target on the first ball here. He has a 120 average from yesterday, and I feel like it's only a matter of time before he gets up and running.
Austin runs a tough start. Now on his first mark, 34 and a ball through 4 here. And look at this. Head pin hit, a clip wing eagle, 5, 39 through 4. Mike Celona, 4, 4, 4, 44 through 4 on lane 31 here, Nashua, New Hampshire. Just missed left, takes down 7, 1, 3, 6, spare chance. 51% for 2 and 3 pinners without wood. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. That's for professional bowlers, Class A. Barnes 2 and a 3. Good try. Try to get the kick off the wall. Can't get to the 3 and 6. Celona for a spare. He has it. 54 and a ball through 5. Second mark in the string here in the first of 3. 4 hits to 1 for New England Flooring. Trying to make a run. Barnes takes a 9, 48 half. 48 pin lead for Drywall Concept, but New England Flooring has lots of time left for the first 2 points here in match 7. First of 3 today. Closing out today with Lucky Strike and Academy Lanes. 2 former World Team Championships. Austin Barnes back on the head pin. It's 8. 5 middle, 9 right. Wood slightly to the right. Don't need that. Don't want to use it. There's a bombs away baby strike from Mr. 200, Mike Celona. 64 through 5. 74 plus 2 through 6. That went down fast. Barnes robbed by the wood. Object pin for 9, 57 through 6. 4 marks to 1 for New England Flooring, only down 37. Can cut it into the teens potentially. See Donnie Cox off to our right. For A+ accounting, the 5-time champions, defending champions. We'll see him next match with Prosperity U. You have to deal with Matt Harnett again? Matt's a fun guy. Great bowler. The guy can be joking around and throw a strike and really be focused.
Sorry, Jeff Lapierre, you're downgraded to 104 according to the official score. 104 through 6.
We apologize, Jeff. We cannot see that score, but it's very hard to read way back here. Even with the reading glass on. We got a special treat here in just a moment, folks. Aaron St. Cyr, the rock star, on a strike with a 6-1 split. JB looking for his first mark. The setback shot they call in Canada. I wonder if Paul Yeadon made that nickname. We'll talk to him in just a moment here. We're going to talk to Paul Yeadon, his son Brady, here in just a moment. JB an 8-box, 45 half. And St. Cyr. +2 through 5. We'll talk to Paul and Brady in just a moment here. The shy Brady Yeadon. Not this. He'll be all ready to talk all the time after this interview. You got to get the first one out of the way, and you feel good.
Yeah.
Beautiful ball. JB flirts to strike 9. Leads up to 7. Go right at that pin. Wood's not. Wood goes away anyway. Never mind. St. Cyr 6. First ball on a strike. Is that a strike he's on, right?
No, that was an error. I had to take that away.
All right, sorry.
He filled it.
Oh, that's right. He filled the last box. Okay. JB a spare. 55 in the ball through 6. Let's talk to Paul Yead. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good. You got a son that's causing havoc in your family, huh?
He loves this
how
week every year.
How old is Brady now?
He's 12. He'll be 13 in January.
Yeah. Wow. He's already better than you, huh?
He's getting close. Doesn't take much though.
You have the handheld mic too? Yeah, we'll have to talk to Brady with the handheld microphone. So hopefully Brady can hear us. All right, Marc Carrier staying in there. 33 through 4. Peter Crawford Jr. on the left for New England, flooring the backsplashes 42 in the ball through 4. Carrier off the mark again. Crawford Jr. Let's see his fill first of all. He fills with 4. 46 through 4.
Spare by Carrier.
On the board finally. Needed that one. 43 at the half, +1. Crawford leads up 2. Paul, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Who's the better bowler, you or your wife Cheryl?
Nowadays, well, I still might have her by 3 or 4 pins on average.
Tell the viewers who don't know you where you bowl out of, where you're from, and some of your singles and triples and things like that. Do I have to?
Bowled out of Halifax my whole life. Started when I was about 22 in leagues. My old home lanes were Halifax Fair lanes. Missed that place like many people do. Last few years, I kind of bounced around, but bowling right now at a Bears Road Bowlerama last 2 years. Current average is about 107, 108.
Talk about that bowling center. How many
Talk
lanes?
about it. 24 lanes. It's kind of unusual because the first 12 have synthetic lanes, and the last 12 have wood lanes.
No worlds there, I guess, huh?
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of a small bowling alley, and I don't think it would house all the. I don't think it would accommodate all the spectators that it would.
Weber had a spread eagle in the 4, Phil, and then a 9, 56. Crawford 65 and a ball through 6.
I mean, I love the notion of like the two halves being different literally for the divisions. Now you need a breakdown pair, so Bears Road probably just isn't quite there, and plus you mentioned the size, Paul, but
yeah,
it's an interesting thought at the very least.
It is. There's not many houses in Canada that have 24 lanes anymore, and that is one of them that does. So,
Talk about your high single and stuff like that.
It was a one of. I had a 202 back. It was just 20-year anniversary just went by recently.
Talk about that match, where it was, and talk what happened that night.
What's that?
Talk about when that happened and what was going on in your mind that night.
It's funny because I remember every little detail about that night. It was Halifax Fair lanes,
Hot spare.
13 and 14.
Spare the match for Haesaert.
First 2 games that night were 120. I got to think now, 123 and 112. It was a very ordinary night up to that point. And I remember going for a walk after the second string because I knew I wasn't bowling well. I was mad at myself like I often get. Went for a little walk, told myself I was better than that, and then I went off with a 4-bagger right out of the gate the third game. And just kept going. The pins just fell like crazy. I was hitting everything, and but yeah, it was a one of.
Hunt with a 7 fill, Haesaert with a 6 fill.
I remember the sweaty palms, and I remember the nerves. And
I was like every time I threw a ball, I had sweaty palms. It seemed like
there was a full house of 34 lanes bowling leagues that night, and I'm pretty sure in the last 2 boxes there were 75 or 80 people that gathered around to watch my last 2 boxes.
We got to try to see if this headset fits your son, Brady. Let's see if it fits his head. Brady's being bashful here.
You want to come over and put this on? He's very nervous. He's just learning now to speak in front of his class at school, but obviously he's not very comfortable.
Well, forgot trash talks a lot. No, he doesn't want to talk to us?
I
Come
know.
on. I'm insulted, Brady.
Well, hey,
I'm insulted.
Hey,
you hurt my feelings. You hurt my feelings.
Do you know what the funny thing is? He watches a lot of, we all watch a lot of the U2 bowling back home. We watch the Friday Night Pro Leagues and some other things that go on down here. It's a lot of fun to be able to watch it right on the flat screen TV at home in the living room while you're sitting back having a drink. And but the funny thing is, he knows more bowlers in here than I do. No word of a lie. He knows everybody. He points out this person. You know that person, Dad? No, I don't. Who is he? And he tells me. He tells me what team he bowls on. Like it's insane.
Haesaert. Spare.
I've been doing this for, I bowled 4 Worlds before we got the Able team, and I think this is the 10th or 11th year.
Spare for Haesaert. 1 second, Paul. Let's get a quick update from Greg Gouillart.
Yeah,
a lot of marks galore here.
Happy to do that. Yeah, New England Flooring has 4 people sat on a mark. They actually had 7 in that last visit for all the bowlers right there. So suddenly, I was a little rude and forward of me to call out Haesaert, but suddenly back-to-back marks here, and now maybe New England Flooring has the marks to start cutting this down. They could do it to the teens.
I want Brady to do some play-by-play. I want to say strike. Wow.
It's to the internet. It's pretty scary,
What do you think, Brady?
I mean, you find folks are nice, right?
Come on, Brady. Come on, you can do it.
No. I guess I'll have to answer some questions for him then if you want to ask about him at all.
All right.
But I was just going to say, I've been around the worlds now for 17, 18 years altogether, and this is his 3rd, and he knows more bowlers than I do. So I guess he's the more social guy in the family.
Talk about his game. Well, he is social. I don't think so now. He lost some credit there of his FICA score there, you could say.
We've had him in the youth league since he was 4. Cheryl and I always took the approach that we were never going to force him to become a bowler just because both of our families are bowling families. Cheryl and I, our parents bowled, our grandparents bowled. We just came from bowling families. We met through bowling 19 years ago when we first started dating. But Brady, we told him, we thought it was something he would enjoy, but we'd never forced him to. And 2-3 years ago, we were unsure if he was going to continue with it or not. But being able to watch all the good bowlers and being able to come to the Worlds in person, I think has really sparked his interest. And last year in particular, he was struggling. He was a 79 average or something like that. And after the Worlds, he went back home. And, of course, we've been trying to coach him for years. Sometimes he listened. Most of the time he wouldn't. But last year in late November, he said, Dad, I want to get better.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So since he said that, we've tried to work with him a lot more. I've tried to get him out more often. And his average has gone up 14 points since that time. He's low 90s right now, and he just loves the game more than ever.
For a spare. He's got it. Another one. 2 off the bench. Up to 83 to ball through 8. And a shot for a spare for Lapierre. At it again. 128 in the ball through 8.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, buddy's got the right idea. Chat there. Good to see you there. 6 marks, effectively 7 with that double strike, and this is continuing to stack up for Jeff Lapierre at Drywall Concepts.
I really wanted Brady to call that shot. I really want us to do a play-by-play. We're easy going here, Brady. Come on. It's just like a regular conversation.
You want to hear this guy when he's home playing PlayStation. He doesn't play the usual games that most people does. It's all football, baseball, soccer, hockey, and he does the play-by-play to himself, and it's incredible how he does it.
I don't believe you because you don't do it here, so I don't know if that's true or not.
And when he's doing the soccer, he's got the English accent like you would not believe. It's insane.
Oh, unbelievable Saint here. Barnes has toppled them all. Celona nearly did it, but Barnes has got the 7-pin to fall. Oh, wonderful. And Weeper, yes, he's got the spare to match.
That's exactly what he does.
We want Brady. We want Brady.
Will you come over? Okay, he's out of his element.
I think at some point no means no, folks.
I'm going to work on him. We'll get to him eventually.
Next year.
No means Alaska again later. Oh dear.
All right, now talk about what's that name? The bowling center, Unbelievable Lanes. Name of that center, where it's located.
Unbelievable?
Yeah, where it's located.
Muscadab, Carter.
It's in what's it called? Not Sim Settlement. I can't remember the name of this.
Greg knows it.
Musquodoboit Harbor.
It's just outside of Musquodoboit Harbor.
Can you say it 3 times as fast as you can?
Musquodoboit Harbor, Musquodoboit Harbor, Musquodoboit Harbor.
All right. I couldn't get corrected to it all week.
I actually bowled in a league there myself for 2 or 3 years. It's a great little spot down there. It was owned for many years by a different family, and then the Pone family bought it about 12, 14 years ago now, if I had to guess.
We got Katie Pone here.
Oh, yeah, there's Katie Pone right there. They've put a lot of money into it over the years to update it and make it look nice and fresh inside, and it's a great little spot.
Quick update from Greg Gouillart.
Yeah, just a quick update here. Missed a foul on Mark Ritchie in the 7th box, so he took a 6 box rather, and has an 81. And then Celona was on a spare, so that was 107 through 8. And taking a look here, 381 to 404 is 406, excuse me, is confirmed. I'll check in with that and make sure I get that right. Phil is 8. Sorry, I had the marks backwards. That's why.
Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, Paul Yeadon, and the shy Brady Yeadon standing by on Candlepin Bowling Network. A lot of marks.
So, yeah, Unbelievable used to be known as Big Shot Lanes a few years back.
That's a great name for a place. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah, very creative.
Unbelievable. I like that. They're selling the place, though.
Pardon me?
It's up for sale. You gonna buy it?
Don't have that kind of cash, but I wish them the best of luck with it, and I hope it stays a bowling center.
Take out your Swiss bank account.
No, yeah.
Aaron St. Cyr staring at the single pin. He's got it. A spare. No, 10. Sorry. Missed that. 74. And that's a 10 also. Forgot JB. 69 the ball. 7. All right.
But that bowling alley is unique because it's in a very rural area, and there aren't many of those left around anymore. So whatever happens, I wish them the best of luck, and I hope it stays open, for many years to come.
So what's Brady averaging now? What's his singles and stuff like that? He's going really well.
92, 93 average in his Saturday morning youth league.
That's 14 pins up from last year.
Yeah, 14 pins in about 12 months.
That's amazing.
Yeah. He's had a single of 130, believe it or not.
Big 9 for St. Cyr.
The 130.
Strike for JB.
Sorry. The 130 was in practice one time, I believe. His highest in leagues. I know he's got a 303 triple. He's had a 301 last year, but I'm not sure his high single in leagues, maybe 114, 115.
JB 79 plus 2. Is it 79 plus 2, Greg, through 8? Okay. All right, sorry, Paul. Say that again, please. Sorry. Trying to watch the action, too.
He's got a 301 and a 303 in his youth leagues. Those are his 2 highs. 303 was just a couple weeks ago. His high game in practice is 130, and his high game in leagues is around 114.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He's been struggling the last couple weeks, but he's also been under the weather. He missed some school recently, which is why it was kind of up in the air whether he should come down with me this week or not, miss another whole week. But it's only grade 7. We thought, the world's not going to end, so here he is.
Before we let you go, talk about your team, the team you're on, how they're doing so far. And
Team Able, that Mike Brown runs for us there. We started the week at 16-8. Yesterday we had a rougher day, 7-17. So
for Carrier.
Overall, we're 23-25. We're in the mix.
You're in the semifinals last year at Fairlanes in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada.
Yeah, that was
Fenway Academy.
That was crazy. When I started this team a dozen years ago or so, the goal was to one day make the playoffs because the teams I had bowled on prior to that had never been playoff teams. And just to get to the playoffs the first year was a thrill, and then we ended up getting there a couple more times over the last couple years, and last year getting to the Final Four. That was crazy.
You had a big upset in the quarterfinals, too.
Oh, you don't got to tell me. You just never know what's going to happen. Obviously, they're the better team on paper last year, but you never know. It just goes to show what can happen, in a one-on-one match like that.
Well, we appreciate taking the time out with us, Paul
Yes,
Yeadon.
thank you.
And Brady Yeadon. Sometime we'll see him, hopefully, here.
I'll chat with him about this, and hopefully maybe later on the week he'll.
Okay.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Paul. Paul Yeadon. Thank you very much. Back to Greg for an update.
Thanks so much. This will be on the 3rd ball for each of them. I'll get rid of that in just a second there. And 8 box for Crawford and a 9 box for Carrier. And we see it here. Down to the anchor bowlers and get rid of that caption. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, as it were.
All right. Again, the format is 2 points for win, 1 for tie, 2 for total. 3 matches a day, all the way through Saturday's quarters, semis, and finals. 2 points for one, again, 1 for tie, 2 for total. So this is match 7 of 11, 12 teams each side. This is Division 2, the right room. Tim Haesaert on the spare, 4, 68 for 6. Kai Hunt, only the 3 for a spare, almost a strike. Drywall has the lead by 29 right now. Haesaert, hit pin hit, nothing else. Hunt with a spare. Look at him go, 92 in the ball through 7.
Gains 4 pins immediately.
Haesaert 7, just 74 through 7. 2 marks apiece. First of 3 strings, the 33-pin lead for Drywall Concepts. And Huff Power Sports, part of that name also. They don't want to put both names on there. Haesaert head pin hit, no split this time. 3 right, 5 left, wood in between. Hunt drops 3. 95 through 7.
Yep, on a spare, missed the smudge.
Haesaert can't connect. Hunt has the 1 and 10. Kai, career high average for a season, 129. In the Century Club, 104 through 8. Tim Haesaert, 84 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Free to subscribe, never a charge. Kai just 21 years young. Back to the top of the order, Jeff Lapierre, 476, 441, lead is 35 for Drywall Concepts. One of the reasons why, Jeff Lapierre, 128 in the ball. On lane 32 at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire, the 2024 ICC World Team Championships. 2 strikes to start the match. On a great run. Another good ball, but just missed left. And he drops 7, 179, 135 through 8. And meanwhile, a quarter for Mark Ritchie on a spare. Brutal. A 1 fill. Hate when that happens. 82 through 8 off the bench. Replace Dave Hodge Mallahan. Lapierre, can he pull this one off? He does! He treetops the 7. Incredible shot for a spare. Wow! 145 in the ball in the 9th. Josh Daly had a 178 yesterday, which I believe is still the tournament high. Ritchie at 10. 92 through 9. Jeff, 42 years young, just turned on the 4th this month from South Paris, Maine, originally Biddeford, Maine. About a 123 average, 125 is highest for a season. He has a high single of 193, had a 191 during the Worlds in Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada in 2012. High triple 473, high 5, 725. On the bonus, crossing over 7. 152 through 9. And Ritchie goes spread eagle. Lapierre spare to potentially put him in the 170s. Angle piece of wood. Can he get through it? No. Now trying to get to 162. That is quite a string. Mark chops at the archer pin. Tough break. Lapierre and Jeff Lapierre now relate to Scott Lapierre. His father is Jerry Lapierre. He gets a 10. How about a 162 opening string for Jeff Lapierre? Ritchie is 799 opening string combined with Dave Hodge Mallahan. And the lead is 51 now, up to 51 for Drywall Concepts. 1 mark for each side. And they're looking good right now for the first 2 points. Drywall trying to catch Academy Lanes, who we'll see later on today with Lucky Strike, our third match. Prosperity U and A+ Accounting, our next match on Candlepin Bowling Network. After you subscribe, hit that bell icon on your phone. You'll get notified once we go live. Austin Barnes, 85 through 8. Mike Celona, 107 to the left through 8. Barnes for a strike, almost.
Score update, Kai Hunt, 105 through 8. That's it.
Celona drills 9 himself. He's got the 4 for a spare. I like Celona's better without the wood. Barnes trying to barrel through like Jeff Walsh, the bulldozer. He does! The ball hits the pin for a spare. Celona's the answer. No. Austin 95 and a ball in the ninth. Mike Celona, career high average of 119. Wasn't there, 9. 116 through 9. He has a high single at 200 at a tough house, Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. Also his high triple at Central Park Lanes, we call CPL, 435. The old Lucky Strike in Dorchester, Mass. High 5 is 714. Bowl with plastic pins at the age of 4. Mixed World Champion in 2024 also this year. Barnes on the crossover, 8 in the 10. He's got wood to the right of the 8 to maybe send over. 103 through 9. Mike Celona, beautiful ball, but splits. Not anymore. 4 falls from behind. 3 in the 6. Got a chance for another one. Barnes trying to send it over. Oh, so close. Gave it a ride. That pin is still shaking its boots. Celona, 2 full. Austin Barnes, 10, the Easter Classic champion this year. 113 opening string. Mike Celona trying to get to 126. And he does. $6 to go. 2 strings after this for round 1 of 3 today. JB, Jason Gauthier Jr. on a strike, 79 plus 2. The rock star Aaron St. Cyr at Academy Lanes. Pub 125 Haverhill, Mass. On a spare, 84 in a ball through 8. There's a banana split. Where's Casey McCool? He's always hungry for banana splits. And look at this, a parallel time plus the 10 for St. Cyr. Brutal. 5 fill, 94 through 8. And the channel, no good, -2. 6 on the strike, 85 through 8 for JB. St. Cyr, what a bid. Look at this, the Matt Susi special, I call it the 5-7-10. Talk about no wood, no luck. $8 officially for JB after losing 2 in that second ball. Not happy with that shot. 93 through 9. Aaron picks up the middle pin. And that's Nate. 97 through 9 on Candlepin Bowling Network. JB with 20 years of Candlepin bowling. Goes left, 8 and back, 1, 3, 6 in front. St. Cyr on the crossover, the setback shot. JB, good bid, up the wall, he got it! 6 goes last. Great shot for a spare, 103 in a ball in the 10th. St. Cyr with the wood, goes beyond the 5. That does not go too often. Aaron 10, 106 through 9.
No, 9.
10? I couldn't see that. What was that?
9 box for a 106 string.
Okay, 106 string. Okay, thank you. JB trying to get to 113 with a strike on spade to end the string. It's a half Worcester, 2. Hate that shot. A bogus string by his standards, 105. Marc Carrier had a tough start. Trying to finish strong. 4 box to go here in the first. 80 through 8. Peter Crawford Jr., Pete, 85 through 8. Let's get a 123 peak average, PD does. 186 high single before that. Now it's 227. That Millis, the Friday Night Pro League, we threw 6 strikes in a row. Won 2 triple strike pulls out of that. It's got the 4 left, 6 right. Good luck with this one. We just got wood to give him some kind of a hope. Carrier, 3-2 split in the clip wing eagle. Got the 3, has the 3 and 6. Crawford with the wood, sends it over and almost got it. Tapped the 7. Peter used to bowl the old Masons in Leominster, Mass. Won 5 King of the Hill in a row when he was 19. Carrier 10, Crawford at 9. So Carrier at 90 at the minimum through 9. Pete 4 over the minimum, 94 through 9. 3 boxes to go on the first. Drywall Concepts has the first 2 points at 66 right now. No marks on the board. Carrier with another clip wing eagle. Instant replay. Crawford 2 full, but he gets a break, 9. Looked like to be a spread eagle or a 2-2 split. He has the 3 pin for Mark. Crawford picks it up for a 10. Disappointing 104, spare rather, sorry, 104, the ball. Now carried 8, 98. 98, disappointing string for Marc Carrier. So Crawford 104 on the ball on the 10. Thank you, Greg. My eyes and ears. It is hard to see those pins.
And it's hard for me to talk today. Good
That's
to
right.
see
So
you all here all the same.
I've got you back. Here's a 9 drop, a nice finish, 113 for Peter Crawford Jr., Pete. Big 19 box to help his team get closer, down 55. Every pin counts. You never know. We've seen big comebacks all week. Kai Hunt,
Plus
Tim Haesaert wrap up the string.
Plus every pin matters in standings right now. If points are tied in any position, then pinfall tiebreaks. Matters for finishing money and playoff seeding.
Hunt with a diamond, right side. 3, 5, 6 in front, the 9 behind the 3. Here is Tim Haesaert going 4 and 2. Tim from Springfield, Massachusetts, and Western Mass, from Chicopee, Mass. Has a 131, correction, 121 average. Not to show for there. High single 191, high triple 445, high 5, 680. Hunt an 8, 113 through 9. Haesaert trying to get a couple here. Raised the head pin for a tough 7, just 91 through 9. Tim was in the recent ICC championship match. His current average right now, 124 for his best year. High triple actually is 447 now, and high 5 up to 684 make that officially. Hunt going 3 and 2. Haesaert for a strike, 8, 7 to the 8. Wood rolling around. For a spare, he got it. 101 on the ball in the 10th. Nudging close from the deficit. 2 strings after this for match 1 of 3 today. Prosperity U, A+ accounting. Defending champs, 5-time world champions on second match. Academy Lanes, 2-time winning champion team taking on former champions Lucky Strike, our final match. That'll be a war. Hunt ends up with a 121 opening string. Haesaert trying to get to 111 with a strike on spare. He gets 2 Frustrating 103 opening string. The first string goes Drywall Concepts way, 599 to 547. There he is. Scores on the screen. A big reason, Jeff Lapierre, the table set up with a 162. Kai Hunt on the bottom, 121. For New England Flooring, their best bowler was Mr. 200, Celona. Mike Celona, 126. Back on that second string in just a moment. We'll get the lineup changes here in just a bit. Mark Ritchie on lane 32. What a great guy. He's mentored so many people in Candlepin bowling. Recently, J.J. Trigney and Overhaul Southall, Ryan Southall. Mark Ritchie bowling first. Mark Ritchie, RACCI with a 9. He's the only lineup change, officially number 1. He came in last string, halfway through. And Jeff Lapierre saw the double strike, and how dare he just get a 6 drop. So Wood to spin around. 3-9 plus corner post. Ritchie missed it. Oh, he wants that one back. 2-piece to help. I hate when that happens. Been there, done that. Lapierre spins around, got the pin and back, the 9. 3-7-10. Mark wasn't there. We'll never know. 9. Stop the second of 3. I'm sure he's tickled pink about that shot. Jeff, object pin. What a wild 10 that was. 10s don't get enough appreciation. That was a great shot. If that was a spare, they would have gone crazy. 10-1. 1 pin lead for Drywall Concepts of 53 in the match. The ailing Greg Gouillart on the technology and the light, very, very light commentary. Mark Ritchie crossing over, splits 3-1-1.
Well, I'll have you know I'm on the mend, but thank you very much for your support.
A 6-pack for Lapierre. Check his ID. Mark got a 207 for his high single in the main tournament. He also has a 202 and a 200. His high triple of 519, the world record in the Friday Night Pro League. 519, his high 3, 510, also in a 501. And not to be confused with the 501c3 charity, Candlepin for Cancer. A rare 6. And a frustrating start, 15-2. Jeff flies over for a tough 7, just 17-2. What a funny game. Second bowlers. Mike Celona, team leading 126 first, I thought it was. Wasn't it for Mike? I did a 120.
Oh, sorry. That's the average from yesterday that I have listed down.
Okay, that's the averages, okay. There are your averages on the screen?
Not on the screen per se.
See that. Okay, all right.
But if you're curious, Tim Haesaert has the highest average on New England Flooring with 120. Kai Hunt's 122 is the highest average on Drywall.
Okay, second bowl is up now. Mike Sloan drops 9, 7 pin for a spare. Austin Barnes. Beautiful ball, and it's a triangle again. 3-5-6. Austin 118 league average, and Celona another single pin miss by New England Flooring. Those hurt. The 203 Easter Classic last year, Greg Gouillart was here for. Barnes leads up the king. Is that the 5? I can't see it from here. 5, yep. And Celona, a Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third, I believe. Was that a 9 or a 10? I couldn't see it. Yep, he missed the second, made the third for a 10. Austin Barnes with a 9. 1 pin lead for Drywall Concepts in the second of 3. 53 pins in the match is the lead. Austin's new high single at 203, a high triple of 460, high 5-7-14. That Easter Classic 26-72. His high 10, 14-27 if that's not mistaken. That's pretty good if that's the case. Out of Academy Lanes, Pub 125. Havermass, what a great job they do there. The DeBurrow family, Ted, Josh, and Ernie, the owner, officially. Austin has won a Pro Series title with Nick Leach. Doubles Leda Lanes here. 20-22. Celona drops 9, rolling to the 10, won't get there. Barnes, 2 perfect, spread eagle. He picks up for a spare. 20 to ball through 2 from Mike Celona. Barnes goes right. Trying to work out of this mess. Try to get 3. Barnes, nice out. He'll take an 8, almost 9. 17 through 2 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Home of the Friday Night Pro League Game of the Week scheduled match. No match tomorrow with the Worlds here this week, but next Friday, the 15th, scheduled pending approval. Academy 1, defending champ Josh Daly, Central 3, 7:30 p.m., Central Park Lanes, East Boston, Mass. On Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube in high definition. Every Friday night during the Friday night season, 35 matches plus the playoffs. All yours for the taking. That's why you want to subscribe to Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Hit that bell icon afterwards. Get notified when we go live. The rock star Aaron St. Cyr, another spread eagle we see. And a diamond left. For Jason Gauthier Jr. JB, we call him. Look at this one for St. Cyr. Brutal leave. JB can't uncut the diamond. Half carat diamond, you could say now. Aaron trying to get 3, gets 1 for a tough 6 to start his second string. 9 for JB. 2-pin lead in the string for Drywall Concepts. 54 is the lead in the match. 1 spare for New England Flooring, none from the Drywall Concepts so far. You also have Mark Webber in the roster, not bowling. Matt Huff as well, and others. Mike Nardone. Could still see him later on. St. Cyr in the pocket. 2, 5, 7. Wood in between the 2 and the 5. Another triangle. See a lot of these triangles today. A lot of spread eagles too. 3, 5, 6 for JB.
That's right, Weber and Huff not on Drywall, and Lees, Woodside, and Mallahan subbed out, not in the lineup for New England Flooring this match.
St. Cyr got it, spare. After $6, nice comeback. 16 the ball through 2. JB can't connect to the 5. It's a 9. 18 through 2 in the second of 3. Peter Crawford Jr. starts his second string with Marc Carrier. Both had tough first strings. PD Pete takes down 6, maybe 7. It's 6. 1, 3, 6. There goes the 10 finally. Carry another split. 2, 4, 7, 6 to the right. Peter Crawford spare. Missed right. Carry trying to send over somehow. Great bid on the object. Won't carry. 6 right, 7 left. Crawford plucks the number 1 pin for a 10 to start his second of 3. Carrier goes right for an 8. Now New England Flooring takes the lead by 1 in the string, down 51 in the match. 2 spares to none on their side.
That's right, 2 spares to none open is correct. Take a look between total and game. You can see those Canadian smudges there to indicate the hanging marks on each side.
Crawford light hit, just 3. Here's Marc Carrier trying to find the range. Not yet. 1-3-9.
Carrier's head pin accuracy was actually pretty decent in the last string. I had it down at 7 of 10, might have even been 8 of 10, but just didn't get all the follow-ups he was after and ended up in double digits.
Crawford leads up number 2. Carrier leads up 1 in the 9.
4 splits and 1 thin hit will do that to you as well. Really only one major missed opportunity, I would say.
Crawford 9. A correction.
Yep, it's 8, in fact. There's a hidden pin
I
there.
couldn't see it from here, sorry. So 8. 18 through 2. Carrier.
A 9.
9-17 through 2. Anchor balls now come at their start of their second string here. National New Hampshire, Leda Lanes. Karaoke Friday and Saturday nights at Kegler's Den at Leda Lanes, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Get your game on. Get your voice on. Karaoke, Kegler's Den, Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. I want to see Greg Gouillart do 8675309 Jenny by Tommy Two-Tone. I love doing that song. It's a fun song.
My wife, Aaliyah, does it better.
I thought Carly Simon, nobody does it better. It's a big hit in the 70s. Greg doesn't know that reference either. Big age discrepancy. What can I say? I had no choice in the matter. Tim Haesaert trying to bounce back a tough first string. Kai Hunt has a 1-2 split. Haesaert 9. Haesaert. I bet you nobody gets that right the first time. Kai Hunt a 9 to match. Tim has a very accurate ball. Gets frustrated a lot. He does punch a lot. It's going to happen. You know, about 40 times. Even Tom Olster on Channel 5 split 40% of the time. But you're not getting marks all the time. The average pro bowler with a 120 average typically gets about 3.1 spares a string, 0.9 strikes. Stats by Candlepin Bowling Network. So you can work on the other 6 boxes on average. Look at that one, slipped inside. Kai Hunt with the baby split, won't go. The bounce couldn't reach the 7. Haesaert will take it 8, 17 through 2 in the second of 3. Hunt a 10, 19 through 2. Top of the order update from Paul Grant. I'm talking to myself here. Greg is under the weather here, so I'll do the update.
Wait. I want to take this one.
Okay. I defer back to Greg.
Yeah, well, thank you. You got the spirit, but I actually want to take this one in particular. 15, 20, 16 in a ball, 18 and 4. 17 is correct, and 17, 17, 18, 17, and 8. This will go for 19 as well. That's right. And those scores are confirmed as you see on your screen. New England flooring with those 2 extra smudges. I will be right back. Excuse me, I'll have to go AFK, and the scoreboard will be right back. Paul, if you could take it from here, I'll be right back.
Jeff Lapierre, 1-3-68 and back. Mark Ritchie, 3-9 to 10. And right in the nose goes Lapierre. He had a double strike to start last string. He had 85 through 4. 4 marks throw. Mark Ritchie a spare. We'll fix the scoreboard in just a moment. His Jeff is under the weather, so he's trying to hang in there, help us out today on the technology. I have no clue how to do that stuff as Jeff gets an 8. Again, that scoreboard will be updated momentarily. Bear with us, please. Thank you very much. Lapierre buries 8. Mark Ritchie drops 9. And that's on his fair. Tough shot for Lapierre, 5 and the 7. This will be something. Good effort. Ritchie picks up another spare. Back to back. Could have had 3 out of 4 any luck. Lapierre 9. You'll fix that scoreboard momentarily.
Where'd he go? In any event, hello everyone. I don't know where you ran off to, my friend, but it's good to see you all here. Oh,
Greg.
gotcha.
Out of action for a moment there.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Sorry for the little gap in the broadcast. Hard to see that. You cannot see that scoreboard. It's impossible to read that scoreboard from here, even with reading glasses on.
I've got a setup right here, but I see back-to-back spares by Ritchie, 19 and another. That's going to be a big swing for New England flooring. Chance to grow in
Jeff
advance.
had 8 boxes and 9 boxes in the third and fourth boxes at 34 through 4.
Oh, I got it, actually.
I didn't see Mike Celona spare fill. I'll check that for you, Greg.
Stand by. No, stay here, please.
Okay.
We're going to get this straightened out one way or another.
Celona gets a 10. Austin Barnes a 9. Almost caught up here.
Yep, and the spare fill was 5 on that, so 35 through 3 for Celona. And Lapierre, 8 and 9. Sometimes on occasion we try to minimize these delays, but sometimes it's just the way it is. And we appreciate your patience.
No editing. It's all 9 strings all day. A few minutes in between matches.
But there we go. That should be all caught up now. Look at all those extra marks on New England flooring side. 16 pins plus 3.
Austin Barnes, 4-7-10. Won't be easy. Mike Celona, 35 in the ball through 3. On lane 31, Leda lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. Off to the right, 5, 40 through 3.
Oh, sorry, that spare was actually gone here.
Oh, I take that back. No. First
You filled the
ball is a
previous
5.
fill.
Okay.
You filled the previous 5. That's now correct.
Austin Barnes missed left. 4 in the 10. Celona has the parallel pins. 1-2 behind 5-8. What a great sport. It's unbelievable. Candlepin bowling is sport for almost any age. Barnes takes a 9, and Celona takes a 9 also. 9 and 9. Mike 4-4-4, 44 through 4. Austin Barnes 35 through 4 on Candlepin Bowling Network. Third bowlers right now.
That's more like it.
Okay, got the audio working better now. Jason Gauthier Jr., 18 through 2. Aaron St. Cyr, the rock star, 16 in the ball through 2. String number 2 of 3, match 1 of 3. Some high-powered teams, next 2 matches coming up. Prosperity U taking on A+ Accounting, followed by Academy Lanes and Lucky Strike, the final match today. That'll be a war. St. Cyr 8 on the fill, 24 through 2. That's the 2-7 baby split. 1 of the 10 for JB. Going for a 10. Aaron trying to go back to back. He will get it. 34 in the ball through 3. Jason Gauthier Jr. an 8, 26 through 3. And New England Flooring making a run. They're up 26 in the string. They cut the deficit in half to 26 and 2 hits to none. And potentially can cut the single digits just like that. It was in his 60s at one point. Gauthier a strike, bombs away, baby! As Jerry Dunn to her right. Got a strike off the screen with the white shirt. Matching strikes, you could say. One on the broadcast, one off to the right of the W1 Sports banner. JB 36 plus 2 through 4. Aaron's fill is 8. Goal post 42 through 3. Now 2 marks to 1 mark for each side now. With the wood, he got it! What a shot for a spare! Wow! Aaron, the rock star, 52 and a ball through 4.
This is great wood shooting by St. Cyr. He's actually had splits on every single one of his 4 head pin hits. Despite that, 3 spares.
New England flooring up 34 in the string, down just 18 in the match. An extra hit on their side. No lead is ever safe with these caliber of bowlers. Marc Carrier 17 through 2. Peter Crawford Jr. 18 through 2. Carrier on the nose, 8, 4 in the 7. Got a great chance for a spare. Crawford threw it away in disgust. It's 4-7-8. Not quite himself yet. Might need a Snickers bar. That's a TV commercial. Did you get that reference? Greg got that one, actually. Carry a spare. 27 the ball through 3. 2 marks apiece now. Peter, 6-pack. He might need one. Check his ID. He's a funny guy. Fierce competitor. Very good bowler. He'll take an 8. 26 through 3. The dog Jacques is in the house. The dog mascot, Leda Lane. He's the star here. Let's see what Carey can do in this bonus. First match today, middle string. Candlepin Bowling Network's presentation of the 2024 ICC World Championship Team Competition. Playoff start tomorrow night. Round 1, opening round, quarterfinals Saturday. Semifinals, second round Saturday. Third and final round, the finals. Carrier off to the right, 3, 6, 9, 10. Hates that when it happens. Who does? Who doesn't? 30 through 3. Peter back-to-back Haesaert Woodside now. In relief for Peter Crawford Jr. So you can sub before the first 6 blocks as long as you're not marking the 5th. So early substitution. The Rock, Ed Woodside. A nickname I did not make up, believe it or not. Carry a 1-3-8. Nice 10, 40 through 4.
And a 10 by Rock as well, 36 through 4.
Ed, not unusual to throw strings in the 160s, 170s still. Very steady. They call him Steady Eddie over the years. Anchor bowlers now. Kai Hunt, 19 through 2. Tim Haesaert, 17 through 2. 2 marks to 1. Favor New England flooring. 2 spares to 1 strike. Up 29 in the string, down 23 in the match. Kai Hunt, K-A-I. 6-10 wood to help for a spare. Haesaert head pin, no split. 4-7, mirror side, spare chance. Hunt for a spare, he has it. 29 of the ball through 3. Haesaert got it to go. Slow motion spare, you could say. 27 of the ball through 3. 3 marks to 2 for New England flooring, down 29 in this, 23 in the match. Down up 29, up 29 in the string, down 23 in the match. I'll get it right. Hunt, half Worcester on this fill, 2. 31 through 3. Haesaert from Western Massachusetts. 2-4-7. There goes the 9. 2-4-7 and the 10. That's on a spare. 6. 33 through 3. Three's a wild. 3-3-3. Hunt a Paul Grant shot right in the bunny hole. Stop watching my videos, Kai. Haesaert trying to send it over. Wood spins around. Won't get there. Kai looking for a big out. Takes a 7 out of that mess. 38 through 4 despite the spare. Haesaert gains 3 with a 10. 43 through 4. 36-pin lead for New England 4, just down 16 in the match. Top of the order, Mark Ritchie, 44 in a ball through 4. Jeff Lapierre, after 162 first, no marks, 34 through 4. Aaron St. Cyr, a 52, leading his team for New England Flooring on a spare. Jason Gauthier Jr. a strike, 36. Mark Ritchie.
Score's officially confirmed, by the way.
On the crossover, check mark 6, Bill, 50 through 4. Temporarily trims the lead to 10 in the match. 8 drop for Lapierre, 2 in the 4. Looking for his first mark here in the middle string. Ritchie from the spare. No. Lapierre for a spare. He missed it. What a strange game, isn't it? You see it a lot. You get a big string, you come back with just a humbling string sometimes. You know that I had a 136, 81, and 169 when I got my high single that night. It's just amazing when that happens. Ritchie an 8. 58 half. Lapierre wasn't there for an 8. Just 42 at the half.
There's an interesting. It's just so difficult to do what they are doing, of course. 3 string matches and 11 matches all this week, so 33 round-robin matches. Then if you advance to the playoffs but not the bye, 4 more playoff matches. Ergo, 45 strings in all across this week here in Nashua.
Mark Ritchie, 1, 2, 4 in front. Behind is the 8. Lapierre crossing over. He's got a triangle, -1, -2, maybe -3. Not quite. Rocking 6-pin holds up. 2 pieces in front to barrel through. Ritchie, tough shot, goes in the middle. 1-4-9. Lapierre, tough roadblock. Cruel game sometimes. Mark, nice out. That's a wow 10. Don't get enough love in those shots. 68 through 6. And gains 1 with this. Lapierre gets a 9, just 51 through 6 after 162 first.
Don't forget to hit that like button by hitting that thumbs up button if you're logged into YouTube or Google. And then hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you're notified about all our future matches. Either way, we greatly appreciate your support just by watching. Thank you very much.
For those in Canada, Prosperity U, A+ Accounting. Our next match, the world champions, defending champions and 5-time champions, A+ Accounting, next with Prosperity U on Candlepin Bowling Network. Later on, Academy Lanes, Lucky Strike. Final match today. Mike Celona, 44 through 4. Austin Barnes, 35 through 4. Each splitting. Slide edge to Austin Barnes.
No dice on either spare bid. Third ball's coming up for each. Celona takes an 8.
All right, quick update, Greg, if you don't mind. I know your voice is ailing today.
And a third ball coming up for Barnes. Tricky splits for each of them, essentially. So this will be a possible chance for a gain here, but instead, matching 8s. There we go. 52 at the half, 43 in the half. Format here is 2 divisions of 12 teams each. Here on each side of Leda lanes. 11 matches across the entire week, including matches tomorrow. What day is it anyway? Today is Thursday. Today is Thursday. I'm bad at calendars. But tomorrow, Friday, 2 more round-robin matches after the 2 more coming today. And then Friday afternoon will be the first playoff match, followed by 3 playoff matches come Saturday. All action starts at 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Atlantic every day. Mike Celona, Weeper, nicknamed 1-2. Weber as the 1, 3, 5, and 8. So that is a substitution, I suppose I should say. Now, Weber chisels out just the 1, 8, 9. Doesn't work out. So now Mark Weber will carry out the rest of the way. We're past the halfway point in the string. Can substitute before that, the 6th box, and not on a mark. A Weeper 9 and Weber 9. Drywall Concepts 38 and 10. That puts them 2nd place in the right division. Only second to Academy Lanes on 41 and 7, and that's going by these the points you see here, 2 per string and 2 per total. In the right division, Academy Lanes 41, Drywall Concepts 38. Maria Subs, we've seen twice, 33. A+ accounting 30, and Lucky Strike on the right side of the playoff bubble, 26. Abel barely on the wrong side with 23. That is coming into today. On the other side, Fenway Academy 40, Outlaw Rides 38. Leda's Mass H 32, Hatcheman 28, and Stars and Strikes looks as though they're on 28, but may have just lost a match. We'll confirm. And a spare pickup. St. Cyr 6 on that spare. Still fighting with these splits. I tell you what, even that 10 is quite impressive. But the spare on strike by J.B. Gauthier. Mr. 200 himself, propelling the team. We'll scroll this down and you'll see it there. 68 half and 56 and a ball at the half. Aaron St. Cyr, parallel pins. Technically not a split, but yet again is all over this head pin and just has not solved these dastardly sticks. 5 out for Gauthier. Yeah, that's the fill on the spare. 61 at the half. That's gone, and Aaron St. Cyr makes a parallelogram. Split does not go, and yet again St. Cyr continuing to overcome this seemingly rotten luck on the head pin with great shot making on the second ball. JB 10.
Great job, Greg. Hanging in there today. Thank you very much for your help.
My pleasure.
1 spare to them for New England Flooring, up 34 in the string, down just 18 in the match. They cut it to 10 at one point. Can get there or lower, possibly, pending that fill.
My understanding is, thanks Ian, heads up that Bob Lee's stream apparently is having some technical issues here.
Yeah, he's recording. There's no Wi-Fi that side of the house very good, so.
Exactly.
Wi-Fi
has been actually quite good. We had that issue earlier on where people were getting ejected. That is so far from happening right now that we've made the technical fix. On occasion, the image quality will buffer a bit, but hopefully that is the minorest of inconveniences, and we look forward to getting you the clean videos on demand once this week of Worlds ends, as soon as possible.
Yeah, Woodside the W, the 189. 8-9 still there. Marc Carrier staring at the 5. Peter Crawford to a hop, skip, and a jump. He's a funny guy. He's a character. DJ's also. Wood is actually good, it looks like. Does a full sprint. What a marathon, Pete. He's got the energy to do it also. He got it. Spare. Carrier on the board. Second time, is it? Second mark? First mark. Second mark. 15 a ball. Second time for spare. Mark averaged 107 yesterday. Very unusual for him. Had Woodside 45 at the half. Woodside trying to push the 7 down. Will not cooperate. 6, 9, 10 to the right. Carrier 6 on the spare. 56 half. 1, 2, 4, 9. Woodside just missed outside the object pin, the 6. His high single is 189, high triple 501. Carrier spare. Going back to back. 66 in the ball through 6. Woodside takes an 8.
Seemed like a matter of time for Carrier. Again, 50-50 on the head pin, and now the marks are coming on in. 3 in the past 4.
1 spare for each side. 25 pin lead in the string for New England Flooring. They're down 27 in the match on Candlepin Bowling Network. Here come the 5th bowlers. Kai Hunt on the left. Tim Haesaert on the right. Tim out of Canal Lanes, Southampton, Mass. Home of the Richie Mayer Classic, 2 p.m. December 1st, Sunday. Just missed left. 4 horsemen plus the 9. 7-8 rather. 4, 1, 3, 6, 10. Then left side 7-8. Kai doesn't fare much better. 4-2 split. Tim's parents also bowl. He's been bowling for over 32 years. Lightly salted there, just 2. We covered him at the Worlds in 2022 at Academy Lanes. Came in 2nd place in the singles knockout. He was terrific that day. Oh, nice out. 9, he'll take that. Hunt, a tough 6. Tim, 52 at the half. Kai, just 44 at the half.
Chris Merrill was victorious in that singles tournament. I know Merrill is dismayed at how last year's Team Worlds went. That was a climactic finish to that match. But in addition to the fact that the singles title still stands in its own right, Merrill was the reason Fenway Academy got back into that match against A+ Accounting. And I know that everyone will remember that too, Phil. But still, his ability is obvious.
Kai Hunt crossing over. Does not lead to a king this time, Greg. Sorry to disappoint you. 10 pin left up. Hey, wow, what a shot for a spare for Haesaert on the split. Hunt missed it. And Tim flustered with splits all week long. What a shot, what a spare. He's all fired up. 62 and a ball through 6.
I mean, this is a tournament that celebrates the hidden gems of Candlepin bowling because of, you know, it gathers all the regions under one roof. Sure, obviously Canada, the most obvious example of that, and A+ Accounting, the defending champion from Canada last year. But of course, Western New England as well, and Tim Haesaert showing you his ability here.
Hunt, I believe, waiting for a ball to return. He wants that second ball back. If only we can go back in time. New England Flooring making a big run here in the second, trying to get 2 points. They lost the first. Battling, trying to get in the playoffs. Top 5 each group make it out of 12 teams. Yeah.
So we're being told it's a ball return delay essentially on 31, so that's what the holdup is. Taking a look at the recap here, we could just go to the top of the order here.
I'm not going to mention what Nate Lee said, but derogatory comment about Kai Hunt. None to throw.
He just seems to be missing some balls. That seems to be the only observation he's made in this regard. This is the 3rd ball coming up here, having missed that single 10 pin.
He's being iced for a $10.
9 marks to 6 right now for New England Flooring. Pinning is 6 in favor of New England Flooring after those 6 overall in the match for Drywall Concepts.
Kai's like, he just made that darn spare. I don't have to worry about the ball being delayed 3 minutes. Now he gets a Paul Grant special instead. Missed the second, make the 3rd. Never a good time for that unless you win. 10, 54 through 6, top of the order.
I'll do it, actually, if you don't mind.
The soothing, somewhat soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart today.
Well, I have no idea. Hopefully this is coming across at least as good, but 2 marks to 1 open right now. The interesting thing overall in the match, 25 marks to 25. Remember, Jeff Lapierre had that double strike. That affects that. But still, you see still a significant advantage for Drywall Concepts in the match, but New England Flooring making a run.
Mark Ritchie, 5 in that first ball. On the left side, Mark Ritchie rather. So I can't see. Jeff Lapierre's with 5 up, 5 down. Mark Ritchie at the half, Worcester. I know who they are. I'm just shuffling my notes here. Look at this leaf with Ritchie. Both tough leaves. Strange match for Jeff Lapierre. Takes a 9. He couldn't do anything wrong in that first thing. 162, and now through 7 blocks in the second, no marks, 60. And Mark with the rear 5. 73 through 70. He preaches to all his bowlers, put it behind you. Forget about it. Don't get upset about it. Just move on. He teaches mental patience. Not that mental patience, but he teaches mentality, like be strong, be mentally tough. You can't bring back the past. So just get over it and move on. It sounds simple, but it's so important in this game. Lapierre goes left again, and only 5 again, maybe 7. 1-7-10 Sports Center. Is there 5 there also? No, 1-7-10. It's the Sports Center, Augusta, Maine. Marc Carrier's house. What a great name for a bowling center. Lousy leave. Spread eagle for the Ritchie. What a try. He got it! Wow! That's a Channel 5 jackpot. Faye Sawyer's in the house watching. Out of Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire, and Budwell's Bowling Center, Concord, New Hampshire. We got a special treat here, Greg. As Mark Ritchie ends up with a 7. 80 through 8. We got the lovely Faye Sawyer here. Faye, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing, Paul?
You bowling the Ladies' Worlds this weekend?
I don't know what it's called, Paul. It's just a house tournament, I guess, in Lower Saxville, Nova Scotia, at Super Bowl. I guess it's a house tournament that's just really grown. I think we have 16 teams for this weekend.
Are you going up there?
Yes, where I'm going to drive with Sherelle, and we're going to leave tomorrow morning.
How long is your ride from Manchester, New Hampshire?
Oh, my gosh, 10 hours.
Piece of cake, right?
Piece of cake. That's why we're leaving in the morning. We're just going to take our time. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm bowling with Mona Lamar, Michelle Ward, Leanne Lowell. So I'm on a different team this year than last year. So
Great try by Weber there.
Should be good.
Talking to Faye Sawyer. Faye, you've had a good little bit of a bounce back year for you after a tough year last year, somewhat.
Yeah, my last 2 matches have gone pretty well for the ACST. I took 12 points last time, and
That's the Atlantic Candlepin single store.
Yep, moved up a notch. So for now, I'm in the wild card spot. See if I could stay there. You never know.
So you bowled Craig Holbrook in the mixed international doubles. You won 2 titles.
You got it.
2024 this year and 2020.
Yep, I got a great partner. Anytime you can grab a chance to bowl with Craig Holbrook, you hold on to it for as long as possible.
I want to wish you luck this weekend.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Thanks for letting me twist your arm to do this interview.
No problem. Thanks for all you guys do.
Thank you, Faye. Faye Sawyer. Faye Sawyer. Okay. Back to Greg Gouillart for a quick update.
No marks in this earlier salvo. That's right. Faye was mentioning off mic, but I think it bears repeating here. It's the Ladies International in certain cases.
That was a great turnout. The top 4 teams lost in the first round of the playoffs, and the 8th seed won it. And the Mixed Internationals at Bangor Brewer Lanes and Brewer, Maine. Spare for Mark Weber in relief. 71 on the ball through 8. How good can this kid get?
Winning a major singles tournament, it will help out.
2019. Celona half was to left, half was to right. Stop watching my videos, Mike. Celona ends up with a 6, 77 through 8. Mark Weber in for Austin Barnes. A lot of moving parts during these live streams. JB 8, Wood to help, 5 of the 9. Second string of 3, match 1 of 3 today. Prosperity U, A+ accounting, world champions from last year, 5-time champions next match. Later on, Academy Lanes, who won in the 2022 and 2018, take on Lucky Strike. They won in the 2016. Always in the running, JB spare. Aaron 2, 4, 7, 10. This would be amazing. They're right in the same spot. Mark Weber. Talk about him when he gets back up again. St. Cyr ends up with an 8. 92 through 7. New England Flooring cut the 10 of the match. Now it's back up to 30 for Drywall Concepts. New England Flooring is up 22 in the string, but down 30 in the match. And the marks are 4-1 for Drywall. Drywall Concepts, they can actually get the lead back after all that. Ebbs and flows, swings and misses. JB for a strike, yes! On spare. 91 through 7, 101 plus 2 through 8. High triple of 4-4-4. Aaron with a 6-pack. Check his ID. He's young enough to look. He's a rock star. Could pass for his teens. One 6-10. Aaron in the middle. That's a Paul Grant shot. Do I go for the 1? Do I go for the 2? I'll throw in the middle. 7, 99 through 8.
So take a look at all these marks stacking up on Drywall Concept's side. Suddenly, after several marks, including that spare strike by JB, now it's 4 open marks to 1, and now Drywall Concepts may actually take control of this string as well.
Ed Woods on the left, Marc Carrier on the right. Marc's on a spare, 66 in the ball, 1 of 4 marks for his team. He goes right and gets 6. 1, 2, 4, 10, 72 through 6. Woodside 1, 2, 4, spare chance. Carrier 1 in the 10. Still 3 marks to 1 for Drywall. Ed's high 10, 13-25 out of Saugus, Massachusetts in the North Shore. He ends up with a 10. He missed the second, made the third. 63 through 7. Smother got him involved. In Atlanta Candlepin singles tour match a couple of years ago, he had a 157 string and a 156 in that match. Once upon a time, he bowled in Craig Holbrook's Pro League Championship team the 94-95 season. Carry a good 2 in the 8. Woodside, look at this one. The 1 in the 8 get punched out. It's one of the Pro League team championships including the 2012-13 season, the 2014-15 season. It's also won a Pro Series, 10-stringer Pro Series in 2015 with a score of 1301. Carrier with an 8. 8's a wild. 8. Spin the ball to go here. I can't see.
Yeah, third ball coming up for H.
I'm sorry, I couldn't see.
No worries. Woodside working out of that well. That rack he left, punching up to 1-8, reminds me of when Craig Holbrook went against a Webster Timberlanes Abington local without the head pin and still won, even though the amateur was still spotted it.
Carried 8. 8's a wild. 8, 8, 8, 88 through 8. Woodside a 9. 72 through 8 on Candlepin Bowling Network. With Greg's voice, let's just pause 5 seconds and 5.2 seconds for station notification.
This is Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you're in the know.
Kai Hunt, spread eagle again. Haesaert half twist to right, 3 in the 9. That's on a spare, 2, just 64 through 6. 3 marks to none for Drywall Concepts. They're only down to 8 in the string. They have the virtual lead. Hunt picks off 1. 8 box, 70. Correction, 62 through 7. Haesaert 73 through 7 on the 9 box. Late in the second of 3. 3 matches again tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Atlantic, 10:30 Newfoundland time. 6 o'clock if you're in Vancouver, British Columbia. Forget about Australia. I'm not sure, Greg Packer, you watch all the time, but it's Friday sometime then. Faithful followers all over the world. Greg Packer from Australia, the furthest distance viewer that we know of. Hunt, tough leave, and he got 2 of the 4. That wood to the right of 7 could roll for a 10. Haesaert can't quite get to the 8. Hunt will not get it. That's Nate. Back-to-back 8s, just 70 through 8. Haesaert gets a 10, 83 through 8. Top of the order for myself for a change. New England flooring up 11 in the string, down 41 in the match since it was cut to 10, a 31-pin swing going back in Drywall Concepts' way. Drywall trying to fight for 8 points to get him close to number 1. They're 3 points beyond Academy Lanes. We'll see the third match today against Lucky Strike. They're coming in at 38-10. New England flooring coming in 21-27. Mark Ritchie on the right, 80 through 8. Jeff Lapierre on a mark, finally 70 the ball through 8. Mark, 5-pin stands for a spare. A thin hit, 2 for Lapierre. Tough string continues, 72 through 8. Ritchie trying to keep his team in the hunt for 2 points. He has it, right on the nose. 90 the ball through 9. Doesn't miss too many single pins. He preaches that big time. And people complain about single pins. It's a mental game because the average pro is between 68 and 72% in single pins, where 2 and 3 pins about 51%. Just about up to a 20% swing or so, making that pin versus others. 10 that time. Lapierre just 82 through 9. What a strange, strange game. Got double that in the first string almost with a 162. He may take the third string off, we'll see. But he'll come right back and throw a 140 in your face again. Mark Ritchie, the captain of this Friday Night Pro League, Riverwalk Lanes out of Amesbury, Mass. He owns it with his wife, Melissa Ritchie. 8 lanes, wooden lanes since 1946. Now Lafayette Lane since they took over. And back then, Lafayette Lane's now Riverwalk Lane since 2013. Both with splits. Mark 95 through 9 of the bonus. Try and get at least 2 to get to 104. Yep, you'll need this to get to the Century Club. Now the best you can do is 92. Mark an 8, 103 middle string. Jeff a 9, frustrating 91 second string. 2 string total for Jeff Lapierre, 253. Mark Ritchie came on halfway through the first. For Dave Hodge-Mallahan, the captain. And lead is a baker's dozen for New England flooring the string, but they're down 39 in the match. Plenty of time left for total. 2 points, a win per string, 1 for a tie, 2 for total, 8 points overall per match. This is match 7 of 11. Mike Celona, 77 through 8. Left side, Mark Weber, 71 on the ball through 8. Celona pocket shot, drops 8, got a huge break as the 5 and 10 go down. 4 and the 7, spare chance. Weber takes his time on lane 31 here at Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. 2024 ICC Men's World Team Championships on Candlepin Bowling Network. A fast-paced ball typically. Now delivers. Missed left. 5 on the spare. 76 through 8. Cuts the lead to 8 in the string. And they still have another mark on the board. No go for Celona. We're trying to pull it off. Wraps around the 3 right, 5 left. Mike Celona, 9, 86 through 8. Weber 10, 86 through 8. 7-pin lead for New England, 4 on the string, trying to get 2 points here in the middle string. Down 45 of the match. A strike for Drywall Concepts coming up next for their third bowler, Jason Gauthier Jr. They can take the lead with the average fill of 8.3. Celona 2, 4 in the 10, tough split. Mike played ice hockey, basketball, and baseball growing up. Big drop there for Weber. Can't reach the 10. Tight battle here in the second. Celona at 8. I thought so. Weber a spare. 96 in the ball, and they take the lead now virtually. 2 marks to none. Celona a 9, disappointing, 95 second string. Hit a 126 in the first, I believe, right? 221 through 2, is that correct? Yep, correct. Weber 7 to take the lead in the string. He'll get 7. We tie the string. 103 finish. I think the string is tied. It was 7, I thought. It says 1 here. Let's find out. 1 pin. 1 pin lead for Drywall Concepts officially. 1 pin lead. They're up 53 in the match. New England Flooring gave him a scare earlier, cut it to 10 in the match at 1 point earlier on. Now it's gone the other way in Drywall's favor.
Our scoreboard is technically unofficial, but I cross-referenced it. It is correct.
The rock star Aaron St. Cyr, 99 through 8 in the pocket for New England Flooring, 78. A tap of the wood to help. Maybe. Now it rolls further left. 3-2 split for JB on a strike. 101 through 8 coming in. Aaron for the wood, right in the middle. Average of 122 in the mixed worlds, Aaron St. Cyr did. He's from Haverhill, Mass., originally Salem, New Hampshire, bordering town.
Chat says, these guys to the right are pretty good. Why? That would be A+ accounting.
We'll see him next match against Prosperity U. Defending champion St. Cyr at 9, JB at 8, and that string is tied.
Yep, now we're getting into the question of pins.
461,
yep.
46. Well, let me see. Hold on. Well, it wasn't including JB's second ball, I don't think. Hold on. They have missed that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry. 5 fill, 8 box. So actually, excuse me, with that 5 fill, that takes the lead. Excuse
All right, so
me.
5 fill it, okay.
Yep.
Draw 5 in the string, 57 in the match. No marks on the board.
Yep. 5 fill was the advantage. Excuse me, folks. You see it there.
St. Cyr drops the right side down, gives him a shot at the 2-4-7. JB on the cross, so he's got a chance to the 5-9, but Englewood.
Both these bowlers went 9 for 10 on the head pin.
Englewood tries to roll away. It does. Will it keep going away? It must stop by rule, and now that gets out of bounds. That's not easy, that 2-pin angled shot. Haesaert could use it. He just missed inside the 2. And JB got it barely. Puts his hand in his heart. Phew! Spare in the 10th. 124 on the ball. Aaron Enzo, the 118, second string. 224 the 2. Jeff Lapierre has a 253 through 2. Mike Celona has 221 through 2. The fill for JB is 8, make it 7. 131, second string. 236 for 2. And more importantly, a dozen lead. 12 pins, 64 in the match for Drywall. 4 boxes to go.
Yep, 220 boxes for JB in that string. Gauthier Jr. spearheading this advantage. And a chance for another 2 points for Drywall after New England Flooring had the early lead.
Marc Carrier on the left, Ed Woodside on the right. Woodside off to the left, steals 7, 1. Oh, the 1 and the 8 go down together. The 9 hobbling, wants to fall down, not quite. 9 and 9/10 going, still going, not gone. Mark clean shot at the 7. Spare for Woodside. 82 on the ball in the 9th. Carrier to answer. Bang! 98 in the ball in the 9th. The only marks on the board. 12-pin lead for Drywall.
Drywall came in today 3 back of Academy Lanes. Drywall's in second, Academy in first. If Drywall hangs on, they could seemingly, they have enough points to possibly pass Academy depending on how they're doing elsewhere.
Woodside, a lemon drop, $5 for Candlepin for Cancer, and a 1 fill. Tough finish, 83. That's actually, I'm sorry, 83 through 9 make it. Trying to come back, and this is not easy. Carey, meanwhile, gets 6, 104 through 9. Huge swing. 17-pin lead. That's going to force more likely 2 marks for Tim Haesaert. And perhaps a double strike. Wood coming out of play. Jeff carried his team in the first. Can't do it all the time. Carey trying to finish strong for another spare. He has it! Clutch shot the 10th. 114 to the ball. Woodside at 8.
5 mark, 114.
91 strength for Ed Woodside.
Just checking. Was that 9 or?
That was an 8.
I showed it scored as. We'll check. Yeah, it was.
$8 for Woodside, 91. And a big strike. Wow, Marc Carrier strike on spare. What a finish. 124. Wow.
That might be the resurgence of Marc Carrier in the string. Sticking with it. He knew he had his head pins from the first string. Stuck with it, and now a couplets of marks. 5 marks in all in the string. What a nice 124.
So resilient, so good. Great finish, 124, and the lead is ballooned to 29 in the string. 81 in the match, the biggest lead. A 71-pin turnaround.
That is official, 29 pins.
Tim Haesaert, 3, leaning 6 in the 10. Kai Hunt, a lemon drop, $1 for Candlepin for Cancer. Not in the mark. Haesaert, too full, too bad.
Go into the bowler's well to collect. I dare you. No, don't.
Hunt, nope, didn't get it. No mercy. We still had to pay the dollar anyway. No reprieves.
Just go right in there in the middle of the competition.
That's right. I tell him right now, get the wallet out.
Lasers looking at the lanes. What an atmosphere.
9 for Haesaert. 92 through 9. And the string goes to Drywall Concepts, the second string in a row. New England Floyd had their chances, but too much drywall down the stretch. Hunt 79 through 9, so him and Lapierre struggle the string, and they still win it. That's why you have a team. Haesaert on the crossover. It's going to be 3-7-10. Now it's the 7-10. Hunt drops to the 4. He has the 1, 2, and the 10. One string after this to wrap up match 1 of 3. Prosperity U, A+ accounting. Our next match today, followed by Academy Lanes and Lucky Strike. That will be something. And Prosperity U did really well yesterday in the first 2 matches after having a tough first day. Haesaert almost got it. Haesaert trying to get to 102. Kai trying to get to 89. Well, some lineup changes, I'm sure, next string. Haesaert 9, 101 middle string. Hunt a disappointing 8 and a disappointing 87 second string. In the end, a 28-pin win for Drywall Concept. The leaders 80 going into the final string. They lead 4 points to none. The leaders, Jason Gauthier Jr., 131, and Marc Carrier, 124. On the other side of the ledger, Aaron St. Cyr, team leading 118 for the Rockstar. Back on the third string in just a jiff.
2 match points to the winner of each string, so there you see it. Taking a look here, 536 to 508 is the confirmed score. So 4 match points now for Drywall Concepts, third of 3. As Paul mentions, we need just a moment to get our scoreboard set up, but you see it there. And the highest series so far, Jeff Lapierre, 253 for 2 for Drywall Concepts. We'll check the rosters here, see if there are any substitutions, and string 3 should begin momentarily. And by momentarily, I mean Jeff Lapierre is right up there on the approach. Great to see you all here. Candlepin Bowling Network on YouTube and Facebook as well. Check out the Facebook page. A lot of information as Nate Lees comes in now in the leadoff spot. New England Flooring trying to generate a leadoff spot. Lots of live streams on YouTube almost always. And then on YouTube, and then on Facebook, we have a lot of our updates as well, including Nico Pujar from Missouri, posting a lot of the updates on divisional standings coming into this day, in addition to high single and high average. So check that out. Candlepin Bowling Network on Facebook. You should be able to access the information even without an account. They should be public posts. Maybe the user experience will be a little stranger, but you should be able to access the information that way. Jeff Lapierre gets rid of 4 on the first ball. Paul is confirming lineups and will join us in just a moment. Nate Lees, we see here, substituted in. He gets 6 out on the first ball.
Get some lineup changes here, Greg.
I caught Nate Lees in leadoff. That much
Dave Hodge-Mallahan, the captain, will be second. Dave Hodge-Mallahan. Aaron St. Cyr, the Rockstar, bowling third. Peter Crawford Jr., fourth. And Tim Haesaert will stay in the 5th spot. Nate Lees, battling the knee injury of late, starts the 9, as does Jeff Lapierre, trying to rebound after that 162 first. And a 91 second. Nate Lees in for the first time today for New England Flooring. And backsplashes. New England Flooring, the official name. Second box, final string, Jeff Lapierre. 1, 3 in the 8. Jeff Lapierre followed by Mark Weber, Jason Gauthier Jr., Marc Carrier, and Kai Hunt for Drywall Concepts. Jeff Lapierre, he got it. Spare, 19 the ball through 2 after a sluggish second. Nate Lees, 3-9 half Worcester, 3-2 split, brutal.
This is such a broadcasting faux pas, but can you say literally that Drywall lineup again? I was focused
Drywall Concepts is Jeff Lapierre, Mark Weber, Jason Gauthier Jr., Marc Carrier, Kai Hunt.
Same as it ever was.
Nate Lees a tough 5 14 through 2. New England Flooring is 21-27 update standings, 21-31. Drywall 38-10 coming in, update 42-10. There were 3 behind Academy Lanes for first place in this division. 5 out of 12 teams each side make it. The first seed each side gets a 2-round bye into the semifinals, which means more prize money. And 1 win away from the finals. Mark Weber for strike 9. Leads up to 7. Dave Hodgman back in the lineup. Wiggling 3 and 10. Weber, I couldn't see if he got that or not. No good, 9. Not happy with that shot. Oh, tough break there for Haji. Flew over the 10.
Foul is confirmed, yes.
Drywall looking for at least 6 points. Obviously, 1-8. This Mallahan gets a 10. 4-pin lead for Drywall in the string, 84 in the match on Candlepin Bowling Network. Mark Weber, high single of 195, high triple 444, high 5 728. Only bowling since 2016. Bright, very bright future. Trying to kick it over with the wood, almost. 4-2 split for Haji. Just missed left. 2-8, 6-10 right. Don't see this formation too often. Weber at 10, 19 through 2. Mallahan takes an 8, 18 through 2. Jason Gauthier Jr., JB on the right, on the left, the rock star, Aaron St. Cyr. He has a 224 his first 2. JB 12 pins better at 236. 6-pin lead for Drywall on the string, looking for a sweep. New England 4 can still get 4. We'll need a monster string to do that. Try to get at least 2. Spread eagle for JB. One 3-6 chance for St. Cyr for a spare. JB 2-7-10. Aaron 1 and the 6 got the Oreo cookie, ate the cream in the middle, left the wafers on the outside. Got to eat the good stuff. Great bid by Gauthier, rather. Got the middle pin for his 8 box. Aaron at 10, just out his final string. 4-pin lead for Drywall on the string, 84 in the match.
Keep an eye on pinning as well. 22 extra pins for Drywall Concepts, as in literal pins knocked down. Drywall Concepts has generated 22 of their lead on the pinning. Most of the advantage coming from the 5 extra strikes and 2 extra spares. Strares is not a bowling concept.
.28 for Gauthier. St. Cyr buries the pocket, but splits 2 and 1, 2-4, 6 right. JB not faring too well there, 1-6-10. Aaron slides inside.
Aaron St. Cyr up to 13 splits in these 22 boxes, implying the head pin.
JB in 9, 17 through 2. Aaron, nice out, 9, 19 through 2. Actually, a ball to go, is that right? That's it, okay. They wait for the balls on their side to throw the ball before the reset button. So 4-pin lead for Drywall on the string, plus a spare for the leadoff bowler, Jeff Lapierre. No marks for New England Flooring yet, as of now. 2 more matches today, 3 tomorrow, including the opening round playoffs, quarters, semis, and finals Saturday, just after 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 Atlantic, 10:30 Newfoundland time. Everybody makes fun of Newfoundland, the half hours. Would it be funny if they did a quarter-hour time zone change?
I didn't say a gosh diddly darn thing.
I'd like to see a 7-minute time zone. 10 o'clock Atlantic, 10:07, Manitoba time. Wouldn't that be something? Carrier leads up the 7. Spread eagle plus the 8. Peter Crawford Jr. right in the same spot. Brutal.
Someone, it's Ian, always great to see you in chat, as Carrier gets a 10, was asking about how many splits we've had. By my count, we've had at least 62, plus I may have had a few more while my back was turned away from the setup there. This will go for 3, unfortunately.
Welcome to trials and tribulations of Candlepin bowling. Crawford struggled earlier, struggling here to start the final string. That's like a spare difference, 10-3 for Carrier. Football score.
Yeah, but splits are 62 in all, 34 for New England Flooring and 28 for Drywall Concepts through 114 boxes.
And Peter Crawford in parallel time, 4-7, 5-8.
Unlike Micah Imperato, who also tracks this, I also have a stat for parallel pin leaves as well, like this one, where each side is 6. Now, unlike Don Gillis, I usually call diamonds a parallel pin leave as well, because it implies a thin hit. I suppose Carrier's leave, were it not a washout, would be the same thing. But anyway, parallel pins, 2 horizontal or vertical. That's my terminology for it, and I am not the sole authority of this at all. Why would I be?
But you are the authority of the soothing sounds of Greg Gouillart.
Yes, I am.
Tough 6 for Crawford after 3 with a ball to go. Carrier 10, 2 10s. Peter Crawford trying to bounce out of this somehow, at least 3. And does for a nice 9, but just 12 through 2. 12-pin lead for Drywall Concepts in the string. They have control of the match, 92.
If memory serves correctly, only Haji, that's Dave Mallahan, and Pete Crawford Jr. are the members of New England Flooring that went against Lucky Strikes in the ICC finals at Lakeside Lanes, Manchester, New Hampshire. It proved to be Lucky Strikes. To my surprise, unless I'm completely misreading the trophy, I believe they actually only have 1 title. Have I read that correctly? Obviously, they are good for a number of deep runs. And maybe my judgment is colored. That's a good one. I'll get there. But
Kai Hunt on
I
the
associate
right.
Lucky Strike with success here, but I believe I have that correct. I'll double check.
Oh, look at that try by Hunt. Almost got it.
Boy, making the 4-7-10, it's an afterthought.
Tim Haesaert 1-3-6-7 left for a spare. Missed inside.
I get what you mean, Ian. Lightning bolt, zigzag. I like that for the parallelogram leave, I suppose.
Kai Hunt 10 to start his final string.
I think it got called a tail in the Florence Greenleaf book, if I recall correctly, but I'm not 100% certain. I saw
7 for Haesaert.
I saw Irby, John Kafalis in chat. Maybe, just maybe, he could help out. Well, I'm not asking anything of our fans other than just to watch here. I mean, just you being here is such a great help to the sport. And if you're able to log into YouTube and hit the like button and subscribe, all the better. Either way, thank you all very much for being here. We and the bowlers all truly appreciate it.
Kai Hunt 1-4-7-9, 2 pieces on the deck. Tim Haesaert 1-2-4-10. Second box, 3rd string, Leda Lanes, Nashua, New Hampshire, the 2024 ICC World Team Championship matches on Candlepin Bowling Network. Hunt right back with a spare. 20 in a ball through 2. Haesaert to answer, 2 full. Such an accurate bowler. Trying to work his mental aspect of the game. He's got game, though. Sliced and diced like Jersey Mike's for an 8. 15 through 2. Top of the order. Time for an update from me. 17-pin lead for Drywall Concepts in the string. 97 in the match, the biggest lead. They have book and marks. Spares for the first and fifth bowlers. Jeff Lapierre right now, 19 the ball. Kai Hunt, 20 the ball. Yanka bowler, nothing on the board for New England Flooring. Naylees will try to get them in the right direction. In box 3 in string number 3. Defending champions A+ Accounting next for the Prosperity U, followed by Academy Lanes and Lucky Strike, our final match today. 2 regular matches tomorrow, and then the opening round playoffs tomorrow night, or late tomorrow afternoon into the evening. A 6-pack for Nate Lees. Check his ID. Lapierre 8 in the fill, 3 in the 6 for another one, 27 through 2. Lees drank half the 6-pack, 3-6-10.
Means that Lapierre can now pin out 360, and that's assuming 10s all the way, and not the spare.
He got robbed by the wood that time.
Okay then.
Match leading 162 first, 91 second. Nate Lees goes Oreo cookie, got the cream in the middle, left the wafer from the outside. He likes the good stuff too. Can't eat those anymore though. Back as a kid, it's awesome. 8 box, 22 through 3, slow start. 9 meanwhile for Jeff Lapierre, 36 through 3. Nate Lees won the very first Atlantic Candlepin singles tour known as the ACST Pro Division. Back then, now known as Class A. He's always in the playoffs every year, always in the running.
And still injuries holding him back, it should be said.
Yes. Battling that knee injury. But he's mentally tough.
It's amazing how stubborn it is, and one person I'm keeping an eye on is Dave Godwin, who is actively having an issue with that with Lucky Strike as well. I believe it may be, actually I'm not certain of the nature, so I won't speculate, but he's had that for some time as well, and it's unfortunate how sometimes these injuries can persist. But as you've seen here, the longevity of many of these talented bowlers is amazing, so no need to panic yet.
Like Craig Holbrook, down the shoulder injury right now, at least denied by the 8th.
That's right, a rotator cuff he mentioned. It's a partial tear, he said. Oof.
Bob Wickman, the foot injuries off and on the last couple of years. Lapierre leads up number 1. Final string of match. Leads a 10, 32 through 4th. Lapierre 10, 46 through 4th. Substitution policy, Greg.
Substitutions can be made before the halfway point, that is before the 6th box begins, and not if you're on a mark.
And back to mute for Greg Gouillart. You sound a lot better now after a tough day yesterday, health-wise. I was flat as a pancake yesterday myself. It's low energy. But I feel a lot better today. I think I got 6 hours last night. Didn't take long to fall asleep last night once I hit the pillow. It was like lights out. Mark Webber, Dave Hodge Mallahan, side by side. Webber wobbling 7-2, middle left. And nice shot for a spare for Dave Hodge Mallahan. 28 in the ball through 3. 1 spare for each side. Webber just missed outside the 2. Webber at 10, 29 through 3. The lead is 26 for Drywall. They have a triple-digit lead in the match. Right now, they look good for a total of 6 points overall. Trying to get 8. New England Flooring trying to get at least 2.
By the way, Paul, there is an online Cubica. We are using the Cubica score system, which means you can peek on the other online scores. I'll post the link in a moment. We can see it actually here as well, although the viewers can't see the screen directly. But if you ever need any score updates, I'm good for that. And if you folks want to see it as well, stand by, because the link is dropping in the YouTube chat right about now.
Tough lead for Haji. What a try. Nothing to show for it. Webber, the half Worcester. Chops out the 4. I'm not sure what Dave got in his fill. I didn't see that.
Mallahan got a 5 fill.
Right, so
same things. Thanks, Andrew Medeiros and Cubica AMF.
And it pins out the 9, 42 through 4 here in the 3rd. Andrew, great job, by the way, doing the Cubica scoring system.
especially porting it over in a
look at
nice
that.
way.
Nice. Wow. 6-1 split for a 10 from Mark Weber.
Very good
39 through 4.
Very
Continue,
good
Greg.
10, a six-pack in a corner there. And it's good to be, because this is, mainstream 10-pin technology here, and some of the things like the 10th frame reset don't always make sense. So Andrew's good about disabling the settings that don't make sense, and also trying to make sure. Also, my favorite thing is how he, I lost that train of thought, but a reason you do this electronic technology is it's just easier for score reporting overall, and so that you folks can see it at home as well. It's just easier to generate the readouts, and even though the Pro Score system, the DOS-based system that Woburn and Vico's Bolodrome had, served well, I think we can leave that in 5-pin land, where I think, honestly, it does its best.
Look at this strange lead for Aaron St. Cyr. This is crazy.
2, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Never seen it?
Good bid. On the triangle, JB sails left. First of 3 matches, final string here. Aaron, object pin for an 8, 27 through 3. JB 10, 27 also through 3. This holiday season, all season long, and any occasion actually, please consider Candlepin gift cards a great way to get friends involved in this outstanding game, an unbelievable game of Candlepin bowling. Please support your local bowling centers. Invest in Candlepin bowling. Invest in Candlepin gift cards, the gift that keeps on giving all year round. Aaron, another 6-pack, trying to slow himself down. And JB not very much better, a 5-1 split.
It would help if I inputted all the scores. Now you see everything there. 24-pin advantage for Drywall.
Aaron trying to cork the 6-pack. Not the uncork a 6-pack. I don't drink, so I don't know that terminology. You uncork a wine bottle. I don't drink at all. Get good chocolate milk once in a while. A man's drink. Aaron, 1 on the 9. An 8. 8 also. For JB, 35 apiece. I don't drink milk normally. I only drink milk and chocolate milk. Almond milk.
My favorite fact about chocolate milk is that Yoo-Hoo, a brand of it, was the only wrong answer to $1 million question on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Ken Basin. But I think he's doing well for himself, even though he literally lost $475,000 thinking he could figure out LBJ's beverage preferences. Good luck with that, bud.
More Ovaltine, please. See, I like Nestle's Quick growing up.
Peter sorry, there's a second one as well, a Nostradamus question. That's right.
Peter Crawford, a 3 and a 9 star, 12 through 2. Marc Carrier has 2 10s. Mark's team has a 24-pin lead in the string, triple digits in the match. And look at this lead for Carrier, 4 and 2. 1-2 generous lead for Crawford Jr. Petey Pete for a spare. Way off the mark. That's a Paul Grant shot. Carrier, what a try. Will go over just about. Crawford, a Paul Grant special, missed the second, make the third for a 10. 22 through 3 in the third. Carrier 10, 3 10s.
Good to see all the Duckpin fans, out there in chat there. Small ball game as well, identical scoring, but do not play the wood as it lies. That's a unique rule to Candlepin. We have 2 centers in Massachusetts where Paul and I reside, in North Chelmsford and Billerica.
Not to confuse a Billerica. It's Billerica.
It spells like Billerica, but
right.
Billerica. If you want to ask me here, that's fine, Paul. It was not fine. Carrier just clips out 3 pins on that split. Currently 199 people in the room in this moment. Thank you all so much. You folks have been an amazing audience all week.
They'll pick up later on too.
To see these amazing stars on the bowling stage here at Leda Lanes, Nashua.
Each 9 that time.
Only the first pin Carrier's left up.
31, Pete Crawford Jr. Will he stay in? Carrier 39 through 4. Now the anchor balls come up now with Drywall Concepts holding on to a 24-pin lead in the string. Match looks good right now for total. One spare for each side. One here from Kai Hunt on the left. Tim Haesaert 15 through 2 on the right for New England Flooring. Haesaert 1, 2, 4. Hunt on the spare 8. Wood in front, Wood to the left of the 6, wiggling around, plus the 10. 28 through 2, the lead is 32, minus the ball for Drywall Concepts. Hodge picks it up, spare. Haesaert rather, I would say Hodge. Hodge is the captain. Going to try to talk to him in a minute here if we can. 25 to the ball for Tim Haesaert. Hunt, a spare again, 38 the ball through 3. I know the names. I just say them wrong sometimes. Get that from my father, too. Could be a senior moment also. Haesaert 4. Hunt bombs away, baby! Strike! Wow! 48 through 3, 58 plus 2 through 4. Haesaert 4 fill, 33 through 3.
That propels Drywall Concepts even further in fun. 4 marks to 3, a low mark affair. So that Kai Hunt hammer might be a big difference maker at this early stage. Yep. 29 through 3 for Haesaert.
29, okay, I'm sorry, 29 through 3 make it. And 8 in the box.
No, one more ball.
Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't see that.
Hunt had the hammer. Haesaert can't convert. The punch out. That goes for 9.
So 38 through 4 officially. Top of the order, time for an update from myself. Greg's going to take it this time.
Yes,
Greg's feeling better.
You know, the sporadicness of these updates from me, maybe we're lessening that. Anyway, verbosity aside, 217 to 178 is confirmed. 1 extra mark on each side. Kai Hunt, spare, and strike in his last 3.
Total looks like it's out of reach right now. You never say never, obviously, but not looking good for New England Flooring for total.
Triple digits is a lot, but not impossible.
2 points would help. And 600, 500 coming in. So need to finish strong to get in the top 5 for a playoff spot. Nate leaves the half. Worcester check mark left in the 10 for Jeff Lapierre, top of the order. Goes left, 2, 5, 10, left to right for Jeff. Lee's same spot. Stop watching my videos. Jeff, nice out. Comes back for a pretty 10. That was outstanding. People don't get excited about 10 boxes, but how many times 10 boxes win a match is astonishing and very vastly underrated. And Lee's, meanwhile, the 6. Just 38 at the half. Jeff 56 at the half. And Nate Leeds is coming out. And returning is Mark Ritchie. Second time relieving. The world record holder of 519 for 3 strings, 3 500s in his illustrious career. And the owner of Riverwalk Lanes, Amesbury, Mass, Mark Ritchie. 43 pin lead for Drywall on the string. Jeff with the bucket shot they call in Canada. Mark Ritchie off the bench. 5 middle, 8 left, 9 right on that triangle. Jeff right in the nose, slides to the 10, won't go. And Ritchie picks it up for a spare. Mark Ritchie off the bench again, a mark. 48 in the ball.
Yeah, 10 box for Lapierre, 66 through 6.
We got a special guest here. We got the military man. We got Mr. Bob Allen out of Bolorama in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Not bad, buddy. How are you?
Boy, you got a lot of tough breaks when you bowl. You get a lot of punch-outs.
Right through the head pin. That's typical me, yep.
So first of all, thank you for your service. Tell the viewers about your military career, first of all.
Well, 24 years of bliss. That's pretty much how I'll wrap it up. 24 years of bliss. I 4 ships, 2 shore duties, 1 neutral duty. It was a good time. I wouldn't change it for anything.
Haji 7 to fill.
New England Flooring's right in the mix, aren't they?
They're 21-27 coming in. They're out of the running right now. Oh. They dropped the first 2 strings. They were down 52 after 1, cut it to 10. Ended up losing it big at the end, and now they're down triple digits and down 43 in the string.
Well, you got some work to do then.
Yeah, plenty of time left though.
Yeah, you get 2 matches after this. So
and then 2 more tomorrow before the opening round playoffs. So Bob, talk about your bowling career. You've had some ups and downs.
Yeah, basically. I'm not bad. Not much to say. I'm just an average house bowler.
I want to share a tough question. How do you feel about tennis?
Tennis sucks.
Because you bowl a sheet, you put down sports you played. Never tennis, never tennis, never tennis.
Never golf.
Never golf, too.
2 sports, never.
You do mini golf?
With the family, yeah.
9 each full of that time. So Mallahan 51 at the half, Mark Webber 48 at the half. Talking to Bob Allard. No relation to Dan Allard or Brian Allard.
No relation.
But Dan and Brian are brothers, right?
I think they are,
There's a strike for Webber.
There you go.
58 plus 2 through 6 for Drywall Concepts. Making a run for the sweep. 2 strikes to 1 spare in their favor. All right, Bob, talk about your bowling career.
Not a whole much. Well, turned 65 in less than a month. I'm still at it. 115 average right now in the our mixed league. Only bowl Tuesdays.
You got your Medicare card yet?
Yeah, I already got it. Yep. So now I got to let them know that TRICARE is not my primary.
Talk about your approach. You have a start back, go forward approach. Why do you what did you teach that? Was that your own self-taught thing, or you get that from somebody else?
That's what I feel comfortable with, and then it's kind of a weird thing. A lot of people ask me about. A lot of people get frustrated with it too. But you know what? It's how I bowl, and they'll get used to it.
That'd be a false start in football, right?
So, yeah, it would be. And that's funny because I'll step back and then the person next to me takes off. It's like, okay, I'll wait on. And I have to tell them, I say, hey, I step back on my approach, so just, slow your roll, buddy.
You're not trying to torment them, are you? Doing that? Is that designed to torment them?
No, not really. It's
I
just what makes me comfortable. It's weird. There's a couple of people out here that do the step-back approach, too. I know Weber comes back a little bit.
Does.
Oh,
yes,
I know one. Mike Kustak, who was on this New England flooring team in the finals.
Exactly.
Good try
that's
by
another
JB.
one. But he's good.
Well, you're pretty good, too. You're very – I love your antics in the lane. You're always so emotional in the lanes.
I do. I leave my heart on the lanes, or whatever you want to call it.
I thought you left your heart in San Francisco, old Tony Bennett song.
No, I've never been there.
Should be foul for Gauthier, 9 box and 9 box to match.
All right, talking to Bob Allard. Bob, you work at Bowl of Armor in Portsmouth. What a great place that is to bowl.
It is. It's a good, clean family experience, and we're proud of what we do. Our staff is second to none.
Including Abby.
Abby's the best. She's on vacation.
How dare you take a vacation, Abby?
I know, right? She's going down to Florida.
Did you go downtown, Abby?
Downtown. It's good for her. She's going to Florida, so she's got to go to get the dad's going to check on the property.
Matt, the night manager, awesome, too. Of course, you got the Art's daughters working there also.
Yep, just the one.
Wonderful staff. Very clean as a whistle, too. Bright, shiny.
Yeah,
22 lanes.
We take a lot of pride in what we do, so it's good. So,
for those who complain about synthetic lanes, what do you see as the advantages and disadvantages of synthetic lanes?
I don't even pay it no mind. It's less maintenance. That's the biggest thing. The synthetic lanes are just there. They're there. You don't have to put anything on them. You don't have to sand them or do anything crazy. They're just there, and they last forever. Very durable.
And that's the way of the future, obviously, going forward.
Yeah, I saw Newport, which is the second fastest house on the planet, has the synthetic approaches too.
Yeah.
And that's hard to get used to. Well, it was hard for me to get used to at first because it felt weird.
Quick update from Greg Gouillart on the last bowlers.
Aaron St. Cyr 54 through 6 and JB Gauthier 53 through 6.
Back to Bob Allard.
Nice. You guys are awesome. I got to tell you that. You guys are doing a wonderful job, and a lot of folks out there in listening land appreciate what you guys do.
Well, these bowlers love the grind just like we do as well. I mean, some people say, boy, we're nuts for pulling either 33 or 45 strings a week or so. But, you know, the atmosphere in here fuels you through that all, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's just, you look around and, I mean, everybody is into it.
I've only got 22 straight days of stringing so far on my schedule so far in climbing, Bob.
Well, the day is still young and the week is still young, I guess.
Oh, so talk about your lemon drop, the lemon drop pool you're doing Wednesday nights. You have a trophy you give out.
I did. I'm not in the Wednesday night league anymore. All I'm doing is just collecting bottles and cans now. So what I do is I just throw it into the bucket. But I had last year, I don't know if I'm going to do it again, but I had last year where they volunteered $1 for lemon drop, which is the 4 or the 6 pin on your first ball. So I collected a good amount of money, and Dan Gray won both trophies.
He's proud of it too. He gets a kick out of it.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was very competitive. I get guys like Steve Poole and Davey Poole coming up to me and just handing me bucks just for the hell of it. It's like, so did you get a lemon drop? No. Okay. All right, fine, I'll take your money. And so it all goes to a good cause.
Candlepin for Cancer, a 501c3 charity.
Absolutely.
We've helped 11 families on lemon drops in the last 2 years plus.
Yep.
23 in the merchandise, shirts, hats, yellow wow shirts. So talk about how's it like to work with a legend, Bart Medeiros.
Yeah, he's. I'll tell you what, and he is a legend. He puts a lot into what he does. And he's a stand-up guy, so I mean he's a rules.
He's definitely not a stand-up comic, though, right?
Yeah, yeah. Only for so long. It's like
just an announcement. Ed Woodside is substituted in for Pete Crawford Jr. Back in.
He took Petey out, huh? Yeah.
Which I think lost one that second ball, I believe.
Yeah, he walked by me, he wasn't happy.
All right, quick update from Greg Gouillart before we finish our conversation with Bob Allard.
So this should go for 8 and 46 through 6 for now Ed Woodside's player slot, and Marc Carrier 57 through 6. I'll check the official on that.
Bob, your advice to the young bull, you've been around the block a while off and on. I know you're not the top bull in the game, but you're still bowling at a high level for your age. Advice for the young bowlers out there. I ask every pro bowler this question because everybody has a different answer. Your advice to the young bowlers out there, especially being mentally tough.
Well, I have the kids on Saturday morning, and I tell them, I say,
high hunch and a strike, by the way.
Nice. And this holds true for anybody. Whatever you just did, it's done. Just move on. So reset it, forget it. You can't change the past. You just got to do your best the next time. And I always try to get them to focus on what's in front of them. So, and that's the advice I have for the kids.
Spare and strike for Hunt. Back at it again. Look at him go. 68 through 4, 78 plus 2 through 5. And Bob Allard says,
wow.
Don't sound so excited.
Wow. All right,
Scene
guys.
1, take 2, action roll.
All right, it was a pleasure, guys.
Hey, Bob, good to see you again.
Thank you. Take care.
Bob Allard out of Bolorama, Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Works there, does a great job. In the Atlantic Candlepin Single Store, Class A, Northern Conference. Always fun to talk to. Funny guy, too. All right, Greg, quick update while we're talking to Bob, if you don't mind.
Haesaert takes a 9-box in response, so now Kai Hunt takes another 20 out of the ATM, 78 in the ball.
I haven't heard that in a
half.
while, Greg.
Huh?
You pulled out of the archives. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Hey, you got to keep the jukebox fresh, haven't you?
Hunt on the spare, off to the left, 6. 1, 3, 7, 10, 84 half. Ridiculous. Tim Haesaert, 47 half. Frustrating morning so far for him. 2 in the 7s, the 4 flops down. Hunt, ridiculous leave. Almost got it. This kid is going to be fantastic. He already is. Early 20s. Tim way right, just a bit outside. Kai Hunt drills it for a 10, 94 through 6. Haesaert, nice 10 without the wood for a 10, 57 through 6. That means it's back to the top of the order, and I'll do the update this time. The 2024 ICC men's team tournaments on Candlepin Bowling Network. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart from Leda Lanes, National New Hampshire, and Kegler's Den. Karaoke every Friday and Saturday night, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Get your voice on. Kegler's Den at Leda Lanes, National New Hampshire. Karaoke Friday and Saturday nights. Again, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. One spare for lead-up bowler Mark Ritchie in the right for New England Flooring. One strike for the second bowler Mark Weber for Drywall Concepts. Drywall up 66 in the string. They're going to get the total for sure. And New England Flooring's got to get something going if you get 2 points.
That should be 64. Boy, I hope I haven't. I'll reconsider the font choice if necessary. I think most people have liked it. Have not yet received a complaint about it, but
Ritchie,
or maybe it's just early. We got to rub our eyes.
Takes 7 on the fill. Jeff Lapierre, 3-5-6 triangle. Mark 55 through 6. Great try, but too accurate. Lapierre, spare. The hits keep on coming. 76 in the ball through 7. Mark Ritchie with the wood gets a 9. 64 through 7.
Strike on spare, passing some producer notes back and forth. Big time hammer and another 20 bucks. Jeff Lapierre back to his explosive ways. We remember string 1. Ritchie still pinning this split out. And he'll stick with a 9 on that. I'll take the call momentarily from here. 96 plus 2 through 8. Getting our logistics in order back here. Live from Leda Lanes in Nashua, New Hampshire. I love advertising all the bowling centers, though I do say that rolls off the tongue quite nicely. Haji, that's Dave Mallahan, has the 1 and 2. 1, 2, 9, 10 for Weber. Going to be tough. He'll want at least 3 on the strike, you'd think. Oh, dear. Gets away now. Drywall Concepts still has a huge lead. 9 box for Mallahan. And a 10 box for Weber. All our standings and statistics are available on Candlepin Bowling Network Facebook. Thanks so much, Nico. Sorry for the microphone there. Thank you, Nico, for getting that posted. I'll go over the standings real quick right now. Top 5, Academy Lanes 41 and 7, Drywall Concepts 38 and 10 into today, now with these 4 points as well. Maria Subs with 33 points, A plus accounting 30, Lucky Strike 26, and Abel just on the wrong side, but only just with 23. New England Flooring you see here with 21. Top 5 advance. The left division not on this stream, 40 for Fenway Academy, excuse me, last year's runner-up. 38 for Outlaw Rides, 32 for Leda's Mass H, 28 for the Hatchetmen, and also 28 for Stars and Strikes will check tiebreaker. Team USA only 2 out of 26, and Birchall Siding only 5 out on 23. Full standings available on Candlepin Bowling Network Facebook. Chance for Weber with the 6-pin, goes around the plank clean. And a spare, second mark in 3, and a 10 box for Mallahan. You'll forgive me, a bit under the weather today, but a pleasure to be here nonetheless. You see the Candlepin Corners advertisements over there, Candlepin Skins over lane 34. We are looking forward to partnering with Candlepin Corner for semifinal and final coverage here at the World's Team Tournament. St. Cyr gets the 1-8 and a 2-4-10 split out for Jason Gauthier Jr. There's the 1-8, though this will be a tricky one since the wood is in the way somewhat. Splits still haven't showed any signs of slowing down. We've had 76 implying the head pin so far this match. St. Cyr drives this washout through and picks up a spare to get New England Flooring some pins back. Pinfall is a tiebreaker as well, so even if the match seems to be going south, first of all, it's not over yet, and secondly, every pin counts for that tiebreaker. Gauthier gets 8. Nine marks to 4 so far in the string. Drywall Concepts 1-8-9 for St. Cyr. Drywall Concepts 9-4 up in marks. Count is 7 on Aaron St. Cyr's first mark of the string. Gauthier has an interesting leave because he's got that 6. Okay, now the wood vanishes. I think that's a gift. A well-deserved present, mind you, for that head pin contact. And he connects with it. Mr. 200 is 71 and a ball through 8. Got that just a few months ago at Academy Lanes during the New England Pro Series. A 9 for Aaron St. Cyr. Over to Ed Woodside. New England Flooring looking to get the 1 and 4 spots going in this match. Jeff Lapierre, head and shoulders above the rest, able to pin out 369, and he's on a strike anyway. Central Park Lanes rock. Ed Woodside has a diamond. 1-2-7 gets out of there, thank you. And the 9 and 10 for Carrier. Had 4 straight splits prior to that. That goes through. Woodside with a diamond conversion. 56 and a ball. Oh, just 3 out of 4.
Get the bathroom for rinse. The rinse is coming butter though. So.
Oh, fine.
Right back.
And Carrier takes a 9. Overall in the match, 43 marks to 32 in favor of Drywall Concepts, and the pinning is 50 in their favor overall in the match, so almost a third of their lead at the moment. Just complete dominance, and you can see why they're the second-ranked team if these 8 points don't somehow pass Academy Lanes for first. Woodside, though, has 19. Not another, though. Played the wood on the wrong side. And that pun is cringeworthy and unintentional. Carrier down the middle. And a 10 out. So it goes for 4 here, so that pinning gap closes up now. That's actually a marked swing over to New England Flooring. Still, they'll need a lot more help to get back into this string. Coming up next, excuse me, need to get this information. split out for Tim Haesaert, 3, 6, and 7. It's easier than it seems to spell Haesaert. Just remember you've got the AE like Aesop. The letters aren't actually smushed together, but you got 2 instances of that, and there you go. Tim Haesaert. Kai Hunt, K-A-I, Hunt, with a 1, 3, 9, and 10. Let's see. Ooh, that cut over. Tim just unsuccessful. So coming up next in match number 8. Oop, excuse me. Prosperity U and A+ accounting. And then Academy versus Lucky Strike. Academy, the current #1 team. Lucky side on the right side of the playoff bubble coming in. The 3rd match of the day. Coverage starts 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Atlantic every single day. And then the next match simply gets started once all instances of the first match get done.
Hey, Greg, Chris Winiaz just threw a 402 for his match for the Hatchetmen. They're really doing great the last day plus.
And that's over on the other side, which
Right.
has proven to be a more difficult side of the house just based on the pin treatments, essentially.
The advantage of being in the higher seed, you get the ball on your same side versus the lower seed. You have to go across the house. The open round playoffs start tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, sometime around 4:30, 5 o'clock. Maybe later, pending how it goes. 2 more rounds after this. Today, 2 regular rounds tomorrow before the opening playoffs. Quarterfinals, semis, and finals Saturday. The finals will be on Candlepin Corner and Candlepin Mowing Network, supposedly. Trying to get the working together with Mike Prado and Jordan Britton of Candlepin Corner. They're free to subscribe on YouTube. Candlepin Corner on YouTube, featuring Leda Lane skins.
That looked like a fair shot from Haesaert for that 10 bucks. We'll check in on that. I currently have it as 382 to 431, and check that he's actually waved this off for a foul. So score that 9 instead, and we see it here, 381 to 431. 50 pins extra for Drywall Concepts.
Nothing like the great game of Candlepin Bowling. It's unbelievable. Or in Greg's favorite harbor, it's unbelievable. And the name of that town again?
Muscadabbit Harbor.
Muscadabbit Harbor. Muscadabbit Harbor. Muscadabbit Harbor. Say that 3 times as fast as you can. I like that name. Jeff Lapierre on a strike. What else is new? For a double, no. Double strike the match, set the tone for Drywall Concepts. Mark Ritchie buries 9. The king is the 5. They're going to have to finish strong, get in the playoffs. If they drop all 8, they go to 21 and 35, and Drywall go to 46 and 10. Academy Lanes did take their first 2 strings in their match, so they're going to more than likely hold on to first place in this division, Division 2. 5 each group make the playoffs. Each top seed, each room gets a 2-round bye to the semifinals. Lapierre in the Century Club. Marc Ritchie on a spare, 83 in a ball. Now Jeff 114 through 9. Jeff in the pocket, a bucket shot they call in Canada. Ritchie on the spare, beautiful ball. It's parallel time once again. 6 Bill, 89 through 9. Now 1 mark to none for Drywall Concepts. Trying to get 2 to none. Lapierre will not get it. 247, trying to get to 124. And will not get to 400, obviously. Despite that 162 start, that 91 setback second string, which he just missed the 5 to the right. Jeff takes a 9. The Jackson 5, 1, 2, 3, 123, easy as ABC. Third string, he'll end up with a 3-string total of 274, 376 rather, 274, 376. Be 274 is mine. Mark Ritchie, 97 off and on off the bench. So we don't count his scores of 3-string total, obviously. And a 53-pin commanding lead in Miracle Zone, Greg likes to say, is New England Flooring. Not the start they wanted. Mark Webber, 84. Dave Hodge-Mallahan, the captain, 78 through 8.
Ooh. I mean, they do have the extra mark.
Back to Greg Gouillart with the play-by-play.
Thank you very much. Ball gets away for Haji. Weber with the 4 and 10. Sorry to not mark that spare, but Drywall Concepts had that up. Split now. Wood comes out of the gutter there. That gutter with depth we have here in the United States, as opposed to many Canadian centers with flat channels on the pin plates themselves, that is. Score that a 10. And Dave battles back and gets that 10. 476 to 415, cross-referenced and confirmed here on Candlepin Bowling Network. Buddy recognized the food pager had gone off there. Hey, we got to get Kegler's Den in Edgewise. Fantastic pub food and drink here in Nashua, New Hampshire at Leda Lanes. A must-see for any great fan of Candlepin, especially if those of you up in Canada have few opportunities to visit United States bowling centers, may I recommend Leda Lanes as one of your candidates. Though the state of Maine is closer, of course. You've got plenty to choose from there as well. The third ball for each is a 9-box for Weber and a 9-box for Mallahan. Both bowlers on in relief, and they finish with a 97 and a 111, respectively. There we go, got that correct. Aaron St. Cyr and Jason Gauthier Jr. Two great young talents of the game. Gauthier takes out 7. 1, 2, 4, and 9. And a spare. Mark that one down. Oops. There we go. Not oops, the spare does count. I was just had an off-screen stimuli there. Third ball coming on up for Aaron St. Cyr. Mark that a 10. Again, one more ask, if you don't mind liking the video if you get the chance. Really appreciate all your support. And a great chat room as well, I tell you what. It's been particularly good during this match, and we appreciate you all chiming in and basically doing the same equivalent of yelling at the bowlers. Especially since you can, I mean, be nice, please, but you can do it from the safety of your keyboard pretty much. So you don't actually put them off their game. Because, right, you don't want to disrupt the bowlers while they're going at it, right? Whoa, 310. And St. Cyr trying to work his way out of his 15th split. Literally half his frames. He's hit the headpin and gotten nothing to look at. Despite that, he's put on some pretty good shot making. And he'll have to settle for 10 and a 324, which could have so easily been higher. J.B. Gauthier's 104 brings him up to 340 for the triple. 3 strikes and 7 spares.
Craig, we got A+ accounting defending champions, 5-time world champs next versus Prosperity U. Next match on Candlepin Bowling Network. Later on, Lucky Strike, Academy Lanes. Academy Lanes looking good right now for 8 points and holding the 3-point lead over Drywall Concepts, looking like unofficially.
6th split of the string for Carrier, and the 82nd overall in this match. Tell you what, these bowlers have not had a lot to look at. But a decided head pin advantage for Drywall Concepts, and that's how it goes statistically. Eventually, if you're hitting more head pins than your opponent, by that great a margin, it's just going to create that much of an advantage. And that's why you see this match just about inevitably headed for an 8-0. Nine pins, takes out the 3. 1, 2, 7, 9, 10 for Marc Carrier. Carrier off target on that single. So 1, 2, and 7 left for Ed Woodside. Asterisks indicate the substitution. So when we get the final triples up here, you'll want to look at really only the bowlers that don't have asterisks by their name. That'll be the most realistic view. That will go for 8 and 10 respectively. And I'll check in here, a foul ball. So Woodside gets a 9, or just a second here. But it does go as a 9 box for Woodside. Oh, excuse me. No, excuse me, that 8, what is it? Marked a 7 in that 9th frame, excuse me. There we go. Guy Hunt, triangle 6 on the 7 pin, split apart. Tim Haesaert, first ball coming up. Boy, it's easy on the commentator when they go ball for ball. You don't strictly have to. And some might say it's even better for pace of play. But selfishly, it does make our lives easier. Both bowlers have a single pin to look at. Guy Hunt, whose triple is already up to 338, even if he doesn't mark and doesn't lose any pins. Haesaert does not mark. Hunt will take a 10 on that. Double Tim. Tim Haesaert out of Western Mass. Guy Hunt's from Maine. A lot of scattering of talent across Massachusetts in the case of New England flooring, though I believe Nate Lees is New Hampshire if memory serves. And a lot of Maine talents here on Drywall Concepts. State of Maine.
Greg, Dan Aller threw a 164 across the other side here earlier today.
That's impressive.
There was a breakdown for Academy Lanes match with Central Park Lanes. So they're still in their 7th and 8th boxes. So after this match, we'll sign up, be a little bit of a break in between, maybe about 20 or 30 minutes, maybe before our next match, just so you know. Yep. Maybe 20 minutes.
We'll click on the streaming soon screen and explain that again for you folks. But please subscribe and hit the bell icon. That's how you'll get notified about the next match.
Greg, you got to wrap it up.
Haesaert still working out the split here, second ball. Tried to really get that out there. 6-10 only. So 1 pin apiece. Thank you all very much. Another stream will be starting soon with the next match. Congratulations, Drywall Concepts. An 8-0 victory, coming in just 3 points back of first. Now it remains to be seen if they can, if Academy Lanes has responded in kind. Taking a look here. We'll assess the final points. The final is 8-0 for Drywall Concepts. I show 1689 to 1533. I won't disconnect the stream until I see the scores light up here, but it is indeed 1689. Jeff Lapierre with a 376 triple, as I'll show you in a moment. And it is indeed 1533 over for New England Flooring. Dave Hutt, Mallahan's fine company. Let's take a look at total as well. Keep in mind asterisks indicate substitutions. And there you see that Lapierre leadoff, 376. Sometimes the 300s are all it takes, and there you see 8-0. New England Flooring down to 21-35. Drywall Concepts up to 46-10. End of this broadcast, start of a new one very soon. We'll put on the starting soon screen so you know where to find us. Until then, on behalf of Paul Grant and everyone here on site and behind the scenes at Candlepin Bowling Network, my name is Greg Gouillart. Thank you very much for watching this presentation of the World's International Candlepin Championships. And until next, and we'll be back with another stream soon.